Yes, indeed, we are back yet again. And here tonight, coming off a successful sweep of the Cleveland Cavaliers, the New York Knicks have punched their tickets to the NBA Finals, and so we will follow it up with Game 5 between the Spurs and the Thunder. Winner of this game here today goes up 3-2, and 80% of the time, the winner of Game 5 in this scenario goes on to win the series. So we might be looking at the next opponent for the Knicks with the winner here today. But only time will tell. And so let's get ahead, let's dive into it, and let's see what we got going on here tonight. That is right, folks. That is right. We are indeed back in the building yet again. And Victor Wembanyama and the Spurs rolling. Oh, did I bring the broom back out? Oh, my bad. I forgot. Wrong series. We brought the broom out. We thought we can keep the broom. We're just having a good time. I'm just playing. I brought the broom out on purpose. We are back yet again. Making sure we celebrate properly. The party ensues. The party will continue to go on. This is, I mean, we can go back and count them, but I don't know how many consecutive days we have been live covering these playoffs. And it will end today. Our consecutive streak. Now, obviously, we've had a day off. We had like one day off in between the last round ending because the Knicks swept that round and the start of this round because there's only one series remaining. Whatever. We had like one day off, maybe a second day off. But it has been every day for a month and a half now, as we approach the 2-month mark going into the next and final series into the finals, where the New York Knicks, who have already punched the ticket, will match up against one of these two teams. Whether it's the Spurs or the Thunder, we will see. Now, both of these teams mired in injuries right now. Two very key important players, by the way. Not minor key role guys. No. Very important star-level players, where the Spurs are dealing with a De'Aaron Fox and Dylan Harper injury. Now, it seems like both of those guys are starting to get back into form after missing a game. In Fox's case, missing 2 games into this series. Fox out with a high ankle sprain. He's since come back. He's trying to play through it, but clearly not at 100%. And then same with Dylan Harper going down with was it a hamstring kind of little mini injury? Maybe similar to what it looked like for OG Anunoby, but since Dylan Harper has come back, and he looks fine, not great, but he looks fine. Abducted, that's what it was, Best Ball. Appreciate you, Best Ball. Yes, we thought it was a quad because he went out kind of holding his leg, but it was indeed an abductor strain, which is, you can play through an abductor strain and not really see it hamper your game too much. But of course, you are playing through injury, you are playing through pain, and that will always impact the way you play. Whether it's the jump shot or the drives or the handle or the amount of contact you're able to handle, all of those things, whatever the case may be. Dylan Harper playing through an injury. We're seeing Fox heavily hampered in his game. We know his game is built off of speed, built off of quickness, and with a high ankle sprain, he's just not going to move as quickly as he normally would. That is the Spurs side of thing. We go over to the Thunder side of thing in terms of the injuries they're dealing with. J-Dub out yet again. AP with a very generous super chat getting us started off the right way as usual. Appreciate my guy AP, always for his generosity. Appreciate you, big dog. He said, what a game yesterday. I had to keep rewinding moments of, I've never seen Cat and OG play like that. I watched it at least twice. This is different. Hit the like button. Appreciate you, AP. Appreciate you, man. Always appreciate generosity. And I love to see my guy AP come all the way around back onto the Knicks side of things. He's been here for a while. I know AP, I referenced it where my guy knows how to play his role. He's going to continue to play his role because that's what my guy AP does. But it's been a while. that AP has been on the side for the Knicks. They won him over a long time ago. If you guys don't know, they won AP over a long time ago, but he's always going to play his part, so I appreciate your generosity, AP, and I love having you in the chat, big dog. Kiana, Brian, what's up, Kiana? Daniel, Berry Sports, what's up, Daniel? We didn't go through the Thunder injuries yet. We will in 1 second. Jason, what's up, Jason? James Sumler, what's up, James Sumler? Appreciate you. Paper Dog, I already shouted my guy Best Ball. Appreciate you, Best Ball. Robert Clank, Christopher Moreno, what's up, Chris? Sons Jen, as always. Appreciate you, big dog. AP, as always. Appreciate you, man. Susan, appreciate you, Susan. Christian Blaze, Christian, I read your comment before we went live. He said, as a Celtics fan, I'm hoping either team from the West beat the Knicks. No, brother. We're good. We're a historic team. Eric C. with the Eric Rose with the Rose. Ozahar, appreciate you, Ozahar. Spotty T, what's up, Spotty? Iron Wolf with the Iron Wolf. Don't care who wins this series. Will be surprised if OKC doesn't pull it off. Let's go, Knicks. I don't know, man. With the injuries that they're dealing with right now, they're a wounded animal right now. Now, how do they respond? They have a deep bench in order to respond, but they're going to need to respond in a major way here tonight. I mentioned it. Winner of Game 5 in a 2-2 series usually comes back or usually finds a way to win series 80% of the time. Keenahara, what's up, Keenahara? Ian Parkins, what's up, Ian? K Hazy, what's up, K Hazy? No idea who wins. It obviously could go either way. It's been a 50-50 series all the way through. We'll see. We'll see. This is in Oklahoma City, so that's part of the reason why the Thunder are favored. The Thunder were 8-0 in the playoffs last year after losing. Was it last year? Yeah, after losing a game. They don't win 2 playoff games in a row. They haven't done so going back to last year. So in 2 playoff runs now, they haven't lost back-to-back playoff games. So if you're wondering why is OKC favored tonight, that is why. They don't lose 2 in a row. Raymond, what's up, Raymond? Jason said this series has been good. This series has been very good. I agree. Keenan Hart said, we are coming up. Normally, Boston would not consider the Knicks worthy of heckling, rooting against. But, look, the Lakers are out of commission. Boston and the Lakers down. New York back up, baby. The way it should be. Stir Show, what's up, Stir Show? All right, let's talk about the Spurs. Let's talk about the Thunder injuries real quick before we also get to the bingo card. J-Dub, their second best player. J-Dub, and definitively, in my opinion, their second best player with Chet Holmgren turning into a pumpkin against Wembanyama. He does not want the smoke. We'll see what he has in store in this performance here today. J-Dub continues to be out. He was questionable, but his injury designation changed from a... What was it? What was the phrasing they used? It changed from one thing to a strain. He is now a strained hamstring, and that obviously is a much worse designation of an injury. He was questionable coming into tonight, but with his 4th hamstring injury this season, I highly doubt even if they do move on, I highly doubt we see him in the finals, although maybe he could, if he's questionable, maybe he can make an appearance in that series at some point, but I really doubt he'd be able to come back and play well at all. Very reminiscent of OG Anunoby straining his hamstring 2 seasons ago against the Indiana Pacers. I believe it was in Game 2. He tried to make a comeback for Game 7. He looked awful, obviously, could barely even walk on the thing. He tried to give it a go. It was terrible. He played like 2 or 3 minutes, and then they had to sub him out. We didn't see him the rest of the night. And I think that's sort of the scenario the Thunder are in with J-Dub right now, but maybe even worse because, again, his 4th hamstring strain so far this year. And then not only the guy injured for the Thunder right now, it is also his backup, the diamond in the rough, A.J. Mitchell, is now also out with a soleus injury. And obviously, I'm no doctor. I'm just a moron in here with a chef's hat on. But from what I've read and heard other smart people talk about, the soleus muscle is the calf muscle. It's a calf strain, but is specifically the soleus muscle, and that's the muscle right to that's connected to the Achilles. And we've talked about calf strains making its way and possibly being connected to Achilles tears and all the things. Soleus is a deep calf muscle. All of those things, we knew when the initial designation was a calf strain, and we already knew that was bad. And to further emphasize that it is the soleus muscle, thank you, Kinar, I highly, highly doubt we see AJ Mitchell. Probably the remainder of the playoffs, again, even if they make it past this series into the finals, I don't know if you take the risk of throwing AJ Mitchell out there. And I don't know if he would even want to take the risk. I know he would probably be like, no, I want to play. I want to be out there. It's the finals. I want to, but Mike said, I've had cramps there and they hurt like hell. Yeah, it is not a fun time. It is not a fun time. Spark, what's up, Spark? Let's go more good ball tonight. Hopefully, hope you are all good. I'm good. I'm good, Spark. Absolutely, brother. Crazy, what's up, Crazy? All right, so before we do get to the tip-off, we probably got like 10 minutes to go. We're good. We can run down our bingo card as usual. Not much has changed. A lot of the things have stayed the same. We're going into it knowing we know J-Dub, no AJ Mitchell. We don't have to adjust anything. I've adjusted it already unless I somehow messed up the bingo card yet again here today. But let's go through. We have a Go 10. As usual, a lot of the normal things we usually have on here that happen throughout basketball games. So we have a Go 10 with Wembanyama out there. Go 10s feel like they are a dime a dozen because we know he's going for it. We have Wemby for 30 points. The Stars get the 30-point treatment. We will also see SGA up here for 30. We have a shot clock violation, a travel. Champagny 3 threes, who has been awful from three-point range in this series. Randy, what's up, Randy? Happy day after. Oh, boy, and is it a happy. Boy, oh, boy, is it a happy. Keenar said there is no evidence of calf strains leading to Achilles tears, but there is some anecdotal evidence. Caution has been the rule these days. Again, not proven. Yeah, not proven. Not proven. Of course, not proven. Not proven. But, players have suffered calf strains, and then shortly after trying to play through the calf strain, have suffered Achilles tears. And so while there's no evidence yet, they're researching it, they're looking into it, all the things, but nothing has come out yet. They might come out and say like, there really is no correlation between the two things. It kind of connected. It doesn't matter. You have people have suffered calf strains very recently and then have gone on to tear their Achilles. If I'm a player and I have a calf strain, I'm going, I'm not going out there. I'm sorry. Like, I'm in line for a big payday. I'm sorry. I have to value my health and the contract and, me making money for my family. Generational wealth is on the table. I can't take the risk in going out there with a calf strain when the mere possibility of it maybe leading to an Achilles tear is on the table. You just can't. You can't. It is a reckless decision if he does do it. Sturshow said you overcompensate the other parts of your leg with your hamstring is injured. Maybe, possibly. That could be it for sure. But again, whether there is a connection to it or not, like Kinahara phrased it, there is anecdotal evidence. So the stories of it happening is more than enough to make a person go, I can't risk that. Especially a person in AJ Mitchell's scenario where he was a second-round draft pick. He is not making a lot of money. Got to make sure, because if he does suffer an Achilles tear this early in his career, well, maybe he could recover fully from it and not really have his playing ability hampered by it. You can't take the risk. Not when there's generational wealth on the table, possibly for you moving forward. Johnson, that's my Johnson. What's up, Johnson? Where's the Sioux, brother? The Knicks haven't lost. Go Spurs, go. Well, the Knicks aren't playing today, so we're not bringing out the Sioux unless the Knicks are playing. So the Sioux will not be making its return until next Wednesday, and it will not be washed. It will not be washed. I don't think it's the suit, although the suit is starting to get some stench to it. I don't think it's the suit that smells. It's the shirt. That's what smells. The shirt stinks, and the stench from the shirt is making its way to the suit. Lano Monas, what's poppin', Lano? How you doing, brother? Raymond said, if you're willing to risk that, you're an idiot. It depends. It depends if you're willing to risk to play through a calf injury, considering the recent history of those leading to the Achilles tears. It depends, right? Do you have a guaranteed contract? What is your age? When is your next contract due? AJ Mitchell, I don't see him ever. If I were his agent, I'd advise him very heavily. Be like, listen, man. Listen, Jerry McCain is starting lineup, by the way. I'd be like, listen, man, we can't risk it, right? Your money, my money, your family's money is all on the line here. And you can't risk it in a scenario like this. But maybe the medical staff will clear him, and they'll say he's healthy, and he'll feel much better, and he'll be able to play at some point during this playoffs. We do have, 2 weeks of basketball left, at least. at least. We have another week before the final start, and then we have another like week and a half of that series if it goes 5, 6, or 7, obviously, right? So Raymond said the operation you go through, the time you're layer up, not worth it. It might not be. It might not be. Let's continue to go through our bingo card real quick. They're doing the player introductions. They're going through the Thunder. They probably already went through the Spurs. So we're going to get to the tip-off soon here. Champagny 3-3s, like I was saying, has not played well. Well, he's played well. He hasn't shot it well. But his big Maria, what's up, Maria? Jagged Terry, what's up, Jagged Terry? Game started. They're doing the lineup introductions. I got you, brother. We'll jump right into it. Old school, what's up, old school? Is ticket prices cheaper in San Antonio? Yeah, in terms of in comparison to New York? Yes. Everything is cheaper outside of the New York Knicks, Big Doug. Unfortunately for us as Knicks fans. MBM, what's up, MBM? Keenan Hart said, stinky shirt can and should be washed. No. Not until the playoffs are done, brother. I'm not touching nothing. I'm not touching nothing. All right, looks like we're going to get ready right into the jump ball here. So let's go ahead. Let's pull up our game cast. We'll get ready. Champagny has not played well. 3 threes would be a huge boost to this Spurs offense. Wallace for 15 points off the bench. Successful challenge, 4-point play. Fox for 15 points, dealing with the high ankle sprain. Give us 15. That'd be great. Desperately need as much offense as you get in a defensive series like this. Mike said, it's worth it to fly to those cities, get a hotel, go to 2 games. In comparison to the tickets that it'll cost to be in the Garden, for sure. For sure. Although, there is no comparison to being in the Garden for the Knicks in the finals. There is no comparison. All right, let's make sure we're set up. We talked about Wallace, talked about Fox. We'll continue to go through our bingo card as the night goes on. It'll be up on the screen as usual if you guys want to keep track of it along with me. But we're going to get to tip-off. Want to make sure we're ready to go. Keldon Johnson hyping up Wemby. I love their relationship. Keldon Johnson's his hype man. I love that. Sometimes you need yourself a hype man. Sometimes you just need yourself a nice hype man. All right. Our starters right here. Like I said, Jared McCain getting the call for the start. They need another score ball handler out there. So Kason Wallace back coming off the bench. All right, come on, ESPN. Why do you keep doing this to me? Here we go. Here we go. Jump ball. And the Spurs, as always, with 9 feet tall Wembanyama out there, win the jump ball. Castle has it up top, coming to his left off a couple of screens. Castle dancing around the Wemby screen, gets into the paint, kicks it out to Fox, right wing 3, misses it, loose ball rebound by Chet Holmgren. He'll bring it down the other way. Why are we going to this disgusting bird's eye view sky cam here? It's gross. SGA in the lane, step back at the foul line, doesn't have a shot, kicks it out to McCain. McCain driving to his right in the paint, kicks it out to Harnstein, back to McCain, swings through to his left, driving it down in the paint, step back, pump fake, spins, tries to leave it off for Holmgren, throws it behind him. It's a turnover. Vassell pushing the other way, leaves it off Champagny as the trailer, left wing 3, he's open. Can't get it to go. Fox the rebound, back out to Champagny. He's going to pump fake from 3, now over to Vassell. Vassell up top to Fox. He'll drive to his left, he'll pull it back out. He'll swing it over to Castle. Coming to his right, Castle dancing with it. Coming to his left, spinning to his right. Ball knocked out of his hands. SGA picks it up. If you're Champagny, you just got to fire away that second 3, brother. And you just forced your team to have to reset against a stingy Thunder defense, and they end up turning it over. Lou Dort out of the corner, can't knock it down. Loose ball rebound by Holmgren in the paint. Follow away jumper. Got it to go for Chet Holmgren. They needed it. Can we get back to a regular camera angle now, please? Thank you. They quickly push it ahead. Vassell, the right wing 3, can't get it to go. McCain, the rebound, pushing it the other way. It is 2-0. SGA up top, coming to his right against Castle, over to McCain, pump fakes. Down the lane, pulls it back out, being guarded by Vassell, driving it to his left, step back, foul line, fall away. Way off for Jared McCain there. Loose ball, Dort knocks it loose, picked up by Champagny. They get it over to Fox. Fox has it up top, being guarded by McCain. He's going to drive it down against him in the lane, leans in, double clutch, can't get the layup to go. Fox then comes up with steal after Holmgren picked up the rebound, out to Vassell, pump fakes, pulls it back, lobs it down low to Wemby, catches it, but gets it knocked out of his hand. The second steal for SGA here tonight so far. 1 on Castle, now 1 on the entry pass to Wemby. Harnstein down the lane, kicks it in the corner. Lou Dort will fire another one. He'll miss another one. Wembanyama had the rebound, lost it. Fox able to pick it up, kicks it over to Vassell. On the left wing, bringing it down, back up top to Fox. They swing it over to Castle. He'll hesitate, 1 rhythm dribble, pull up 3, got it to go. And the first bucket finally goes down, and it goes to Steph Castle in the pull-up 3 there. It's 3-2. and the Thunder will calmly walk it down the other way. But there's a little full court pressure here from the San Antonio Spurs. They get it to Dort to bring it down because SGA is being hounded by Steph Castle, man. McCain up top over to Holmgren, coming to his right, being chased by Vassell, pulls it back, now driving to his right, spins to his left, foul line, fall away, got it to go again for Chet Holmgren. They need him to be way more aggressive. There is no way that as Fox bullies his way in the lane, gets the little floater to go past Dort. There you go, De'Aaron Fox. There is no way, if you're Chet Holmgren, that you should be able to be guarded by Devin Vassell consistently. SGA driving to his right in the lane, splits the defense inside the Hartenstein, and it's a turnover. Wembanyama bringing it down the other way, tries to get it over to Vassell, but gets knocked out of his hands by Lou Dort. A very sloppy start to the game for the Spurs here. SGA driving it down, step back along the baseline, pump fakes being guarded by Champagnie, tries to step through. He can, he leans in, creates some space, mid-range fall away, can't get it to go. Wemby knocks the rebound loose, over to Champagnie, picked up, out to Castle, leaves it off for Fox, left wing, pull up three, he's open. He can't get it to go down though. Lou Dort skies for the rebound, and SGA will walk it down. Both teams misfiring pretty heavily so far to start. SGA up top being guarded by Fox, coming to his right at the Hartenstein screen, driving it down. Fox pokes the ball loose. SGA picks it back up as along the baseline. Bullet pass inside the Hartenstein for the two-handed slam. Really bad defense for Victor Wembanyama there. Got to get your hands up and take the airspace away and show them like you can't pass the ball here. Your arms are too big, brother, for them to be standing by your side. Nice bullet pass from SGA down low to Hartenstein. Castle dancing with it, crosses over to his right, pump fake, leans in, kicks out to Champagnie. Wide on left corner three, they need it, and he delivers, knocking down the corner three. It's 8-6 here, a little over 8 minutes to go. Here comes Jared McCain bringing it down against Fox over to Hartenstein being guarded by Wemby. Hartenstein facing up, coming to his left, looking for a handoff partner, gets it to McCain. McCain dancing around the Hartenstein screen now, coming to his left, attacking Wemby, and he throws it to nobody. Another turnover for Jared McCain. They hit ahead to Vassell, leaves it off for Champagnie again. Another open three for Champagnie. Another basket for Julian Champagnie. His second made three and a timeout for the Oklahoma City Thunder as the Spurs are starting to find the range. They came out missing perimeter shots, good open perimeter shots, and then it forced them to turn the ball over. After they missed a couple, they started to turn down a couple, started to set the, allowed the Thunder to set their defense up. And it put them in a tough spot where they were forced to try to isolate and create against the said defense, and it forced them into a couple of bad turnovers or a couple of bad shots when they should have just took the open three. And now those shots are starting to go down, whereas the Oklahoma City Thunder having a really tough time creating any open looks, and the open looks that they have created have been Lou Dort in the corner for 2 threes, which is not reliable offense for the Thunder. Can they go down? Yeah, he can hit threes, Lou Dort, but that is not offense you want to be relying upon right now. So the Thunder are going to pull themselves back together. It's 11-6 start, 5-point lead for the Spurs here, just under 8 minutes to go. Alyssa Lester with the Alyssa, Isaiah Gardner with the Isaiah. Jared should not be starting. Well, he's starting because there's no J-Dub, right? If there's no J-Dub, usually A.J. Mitchell would start. And there's no A.J. Mitchell. So they're looking for a secondary guard who can create with the ball in his hands outside of SGA because they're loading up so heavily to SGA. Normally you'd see Kason Wallace get the call, but they're seeing them go to Jared McCain, which I don't agree with. I would just go to Kason Wallace, but I'm pretty sure they started him in the previous game and they didn't like the way he was playing off of the gravity of SGA. Trying to get Jared McCain in there, who has a little bit more spatial awareness than Kason Wallace, right? He moves without the ball a little better than Kason Wallace does. Isaiah Garner said, I feel like Isaiah Joe should be starting their best shooter. That's not a bad option either. The problem with Isaiah Joe is they probably don't trust his defense against this starting unit of the Spurs. They could probably really pick on him defensively. Whereas, well, McCain, you could also kind of pick on defensively, so that argument doesn't hold up. Yeah, you could go with Isaiah Joe too, just as a spot-up shooter. You can't leave him open at all. The problem is, like, Jared McCain is also a really good shooter that you can't really leave open. I mean, he had like a Landry Shamet-esque performance against the Lakers where he didn't miss any threes. And he had a phenomenal game 3, was it? Where he went off for 20-something points. So I get rewarding McCain, not rewarding, but going with McCain in the starting lineup here today, it's just not working out so far. And yeah, they're going to, even if the ball swings to him, they're going to apply a ton of defensive pressure to him and ask him to self-create, and he's turned it over twice already, so. Keener said, Joe should not be starting. I don't know. They don't have great options. I think Kason Wallace is the best option. They tried Kason Wallace in the previous game, and again, I think they walked away from that game feeling like, we need better creation around, a better offensive player alongside SGA there. And they're going with McCain today, and it's not really working out. I'd probably sub in Kason Wallace, see what I can get. I'd probably sub in Kason Wallace for Lou Dort. I don't like Lou Dort starting, honestly. I know he's your, he's your dirty word guy. He's your, try to injure the best player guy. That's what he does. That's his role. Isaiah Garner said, I also feel like Dort is a liability on offense. Yeah, that's who I'm looking at too. I'm looking at Dort. I'm looking at McCain. Obviously, the starting lineup of SGA, Holmgren, and Hartenstein, that's fine. Those three guys are starting caliber players. Obviously, SGA and Holmgren, Hartenstein, your starting center. Need him to bang down low with Wembanyama. They're going to put in big man Jay Will here for Hartenstein. We'll see how that works out. Go 5 out here. All five guys capable shooters. Mike Hurst said OKC is depleted despite their much vaunted depth. I wouldn't say they're depleted. It's not the word I'd go for, but I know what you mean. They're down 2 key ball handlers, and that really hampers your ability to create here, especially considering how the Spurs are loading up defensively on Shea. SGA has it up top. We're back into it. Attacking to his left against Champagnie off the switch. Down the lane, scoop layup. Smokes the layup. Great defense from Champagnie to make it tough. Here comes Castle bringing it down, picked up by Jay Will. They swing it out to Vassell. He's going to pump fake, gets it up top to Champagnie. Champagnie back to Vassell, over to Castle, swings through to his left off the Wemby screen, picks up his handle, cross-court pass to Fox, gets knocked out of the air. Fox able to knock it past McCain in the paint. Fox high floater, in and out, can't get it to stay, rebounded by Jay Will. And here comes SGA bringing it down the other way. SGA up top, being guarded by Castle, coming to his right, off the Jay Will screen, swings it over to Dort, over to Holmgren in the corner, being guarded by Wemby. Pump fakes, driving to his left. In the paint, kicks it out to McCain, swings through to his right. They kick it back up top to Holmgren, spins, kicks it over to Dort. Dort coming to his left, driving it down in the paint, blows past the defense for the lefty layup. And that's what Lou Dort's just going to have to do. You're just going to have to become an on-ball creator. Obviously, it's not a strength of his game, but you got to be able to apply pressure on their offense here. You can't just be a spot-up shooter when you're not a very good spot-up shooter. You have to diversify your game. Champagnie swings through to his right along the baseline against Holmgren, goes up through his chest against the layup to go. Chet Holmgren, that can't happen to you, big dog. You can't allow the spot-up three-point shooter to swing through on you, take the baseline, lean into your chest, create space, and get the bank shot over you. Come on, man. SGA down the lane, turns the ball over. Castle dives and saves it from going out of bounds. Wemby leaves it off for Fox. Fox pushing the pace over to Champagnie. His third three of the night. Julian Champagnie has scored more points than the Oklahoma City Thunder. He's got 11 all by himself. SGA driving it down along the baseline, kicks it up top the door. They swing it over to McCain. Extra pass over to Holmgren. Stops, turns, spins to his left. Champagnie. Excellent defense yet again. Champagnie has been nails defensively here today. A fall-away jumper from Holmgren. He got it to go down anyway. Some tough fall-away shots from Chet Holmgren here, and that's exactly what they need from him. Be a creator. But then Champagnie spins off of Holmgren. Open Wemby. Pump fakes out to the 3. Back to Champagnie. Left corner 3. Can't get that one to go down, but a foul on Jay Will, pushing Wembanyama under the rim, trying to keep him off the offensive glass. And I don't think Shea's tired, but the camera, after they blew the whistle there, you see SGA down on his knees. I think it's more of a stretching thing. I think he's stretching, but it's never a good sign when the best player in your team is down in this position right here. Whether he's stretching. Hands on your knees is never a good sign when your star player is doing it. Never. For whatever reason. I don't care if he's stretching. I don't care if he's not even sweating. It doesn't matter. Hands on your knees is never a good sign for your leader. You just can't show that level of vulnerability. Wembanyama has it up top, dancing with it over to Champagnie, hesitates from 3, then puts it up off the back rim, can't get it to go. Skying for the rebound is Steph Castle. He snags it, but it gets knocked out of bounds. It's going to go back to the Thunder. 5:30 to go, 6-point lead for the Spurs. Randy bingo. We do have a bingo spot already. Champagnie is third, made 3 already. We have Caruso coming into the game. Kason Wallace coming into the game. Dort and McCain go to the bench. Chet Holmgren up top. Jab step, swings through to his right in the corner to McCain, being guarded by Wemby. Back to Holmgren in the post, right wing. High post. Facing up. Back to McCain. Back to Caruso, right corner 3. Caruso continues his hot shooting into this series. My goodness. Here comes Castle bringing it down, crosses over to his right, blowing past the defense, goes all the way to the rim for the easy scoop layup. But he smokes the layup. Steph Castle, nobody was under the rim. He just misses a layup. Caruso bringing it down the other way over to Holmgren. Holmgren slips and falls to the floor, picks it up, finds a way to save it out to Shea. Shea up top, dancing with it, coming to his left. Keldon Johnson switches onto him, and ball either knocked out of his hands or he just mishandles it. Hit ahead Dylan Harper to the rim, scoop layup, can't get it to go, but Champagnie right there for the two-handed putback because, of course, who else would be there to clean up the mess but Julian Champagnie, who's got 13 points here tonight. Here comes SGA driving it down, has Castle in the post, they swing it around, extra pass to Holmgren, extra pass to Kason Wallace, right corner three, can't get it to go. Rebounded by Keldon Johnson, over to Castle, Castle bringing it down, has it on the right wing, turning on the Jets, coming to his left, blowing past the defense, but wild and chaotic, out of control, and turns it over. Caruso picks it up and he's bringing it down the other way. Caruso up top, swings it over to SGA, attacking to his left, stops, pulls it back, picks up his handle, over to Caruso, over to Holmgren, jab step coming to his right, hop step in the lane of floater, got it to go down for Chet Holmgren, and this is all we have ever asked of Chet Holmgren here with 4 minutes to go in this first quarter. Just be aggressive, Holmgren. You were better than what you were showing in the series. He's up to 8 points on 4 for 4 from the field. This is all they have ever asked of you, Holmgren. Keenan Hart said Champagne on court. He's hooping. 13 points from him. The only other person on the court right now for the Spurs who have scored is Steph Castle, who knocked down that first three of the game for the Spurs. Fox has also scored, but obviously he's now on the bench. TT in the morning. What's up, TT in the morning? Maria said, thank goodness someone actually came to play for my team. Let's go, Julian. Yeah, Wemby hasn't even taken a shot. He's got 0 points. It's like Wembanyama and Chet Holmgren have swapped mentalities here tonight. What is going on? Wemby, get in on the action. TT in the morning said, has the trip to the final sank in for you yet? It did. I was driving to work this morning, and it was hitting me a little bit. I was thinking about, more so because I was thinking about how long this season was for me personally. It is what it is. This is more of a hobby at this point than anything, but it's saying into me, like, we were live almost every single night all season long. And it hit me that, like, the team that we have been covering for 4 years now is in the NBA Finals. It hit me a little bit. It hit me a little bit this morning. Jason said, okay, Chet, must have heard all the criticism. It's about time. Game 5 is the best time to show up in a 2-2 series. Keenar said, Chet is absolutely key for OKC. When he scores 17, they are like undefeated or close to it. Yeah, especially when you take into account the fact that J-Dub is out, and then also you're throwing A.J. Mitchell being out. You need another creator. You need somebody aggressive with it. You can't just stand in the corner. You can't. And by playing well, what you're going to do is you're going to force Wembanyama to guard you, right? You're going to force Wembanyama to guard you. And if Wembanyama has to guard Chet Holmgren, that means Chet Holmgren can then pull him all the way out to the perimeter, out to the three-point line, and free up that paint for a guy like SGA to go and attack, right? All of it is a domino effect. Chet Holmgren not being aggressive allows them to guard him with guys like Champagnie, like Dylan Harper is guarding him right now. Allow him to guard him with like a Keldon Johnson or a Devin Vassell in the starting lineup. He started on Chet Holmgren here tonight. And in doing so, you're going to allow Wembanyama to play the worst up, whether it's Dort or now he's on Caruso. And obviously he's going to give those guys space and more so roam around the basket and play free safety and force those guys to knock down perimeter jump shots. Now, Caruso's making them pay all series long, including tonight by knocking down a 3 already. But if you can force Wembanyama to actually have to guard an offensive player, you can start to chip away at this Spurs defense. User, what's up, user? Michael Mack, what's up, Michael? Susan said, I really don't care who is going to get the Knicks. The Knicks will reintroduce themselves to either team. Yeah, neither of these teams, they have the film. They've seen what has happened with the Knicks throughout this playoff run, but they haven't experienced it yet. Michael Mack, salute to the dedication it takes. You doing the work. Appreciate you, Michael Mack. We are indeed doing the work. We're doing the work. We're here every night as a collective. User said, Chevy is in the future. You need to step back, career, family, etc. You could always just call only Knicks games. It is the passion for the team that makes this channel work. I got a passion for basketball, man. I really do. Obviously, the Knicks are my favorite team, and you could see the difference in the way I call Knicks games versus the way I call other games. I'm far more passionate about my Knicks, but it doesn't mean that I don't love basketball. Like, I absolutely want to call these games. But there will be a time. There will be a time. Fung Pei, what's up, Fung Pei? Appreciate you, brother. Omar Todman, what's up, Omar? You just said I would take the Spurs? Yeah, young team. The Knicks have played them well in the regular season. Here we go. Back into a Keldon Johnson to the rim. Can't get the layup, attacking the basket to go down. Rebounded by the Thunder. Keldon Johnson hit the court, so it's a 5-on-4 situation. Holmgren in the lane, ball knocked out of his hands, out of bounds. It'll stay here with the Thunder. Good hands from De'Aaron Fox there. Good defense from the Spurs. TT in the morning said, Chevy will be old and gray and still calling Knicks games. Forever and always, brother. Forever and always. I've already decided. This is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. They get it into J-Will. J-Will on the left wing gets it up top to SGA, being guarded by Johnson. And they call a foul on Keldon Johnson, way too handsy. Keldon Johnson has not been good in this series at all, and he won Sixth Man of the Year. They desperately need a guy like Keldon Johnson to step up off the bench. Their bench has not been great for them. Mark, what's up, Mark? They get it into Cason Wallace to the rim, lefty layup, got it to go. Next explosive move from Cason Wallace there. And you could see the directive from this Thunder team. They kick it out to Keldon Johnson down the lane, lobs it up top to Wemby, who throws it down over SGA, who has no chance of getting to that Wemby lob. You are seeing the directive of this Thunder team. Like, be aggressive when the ball is in your hands and look to attack. As Cason Wallace gets into the paint, tries to kick it out to Caruso, and the ball's knocked out of bounds. It'll stay here with the Thunder. In Game 4, I thought it was way too much standing around and hoping that Shea can create an advantage for somebody where, like, they have talented guys like Cason Wallace can attack, McCain can attack, Wiggins can attack, Caruso can attack, Dort can do a little bit more with the ball in his hands and all those things. As Luke Cornett comes in, when he goes to the bench, so does Carter Bryant come in. And we didn't see any of that in Game 4, and it really hampered this Thunder offense, and they only scored, 84 points or something like that? They get it into SGA, step back, pump fake, leans in, kicks it out to Caruso, left corner three from him. He misses it. Rebounded by Harnstein in the paint, though. Surrounded by defenders, got nowhere to go. Out to Caruso, over to Wallace in the right corner. Pump fakes, comes to his right, being guarded by Vassell. They kick it up top to SGA. SGA is going to look to attack. Beautiful behind the back move, and the paint floater can't get it to go down. Vassell rips down a big, strong rebound. And these non-Wemby minutes have been absolutely destructive for this Spurs team. They have been horrendous without Wembanyama out on the court. You got to survive the non-Wemby minutes. Keldon Johnson was going to the rim, and the ball is knocked out of his hands. It'll stay here with the Spurs. Dylan Harper's been in the game for a while, and we barely called his name here tonight. They get it into Cornett. They hand it off to Harper. Harper gets it out to Keldon Johnson, to Carter Bryant. Carter Bryant, the left wing three, can't get it to go. Battle for the rebound. Harnstein gets it over to Cornett. And now here comes Cason Wallace bringing it down. Wallace attacking, kicks it out to SGA. Jab step against Harper. Swings through to his right, down the lane in the paint. High off glass, can't get it to go. Fight for the loose ball rebound. Knocked out to Kenrich Williams, a straightaway three. And Kenrich Williams knocks down the three. And we're tied at 20 with 2 minutes to go. We are, of course, here in OKC. I don't know if we mentioned that or not. Game 5 here in OKC. Harper coming to us right off the Cornett screen. Hop step in the lane, a floater. Can't get it to go down, but he is fouled. He's going to the foul line for 2. Bruce Fowler said, oh, we taking notes? Oh, yeah, brother. Oh, yeah, we've been taking notes all playoffs long on both of these teams. Phone face it. Your officials is Tony Brothers, James Capers, Sean Wright. JV DeRosa is the alternative, I assume. Usually that fourth official named is the alternative. You only have 3 officials on the court at one time. But, you know how I feel about Tony Brothers. But the game has been officiated perfectly fine, in my opinion. Harper knocks down the first free throw. He's got another one coming. We are under 2 minutes to go here in this first quarter. Bruce said the last 9-day layoff was mostly dedicated to rest and our new point center walkthroughs. These games are must-watch for Knicks. They have an opportunity to see tendencies real time. I'm sure they have been watching, and I'm sure as Harper knocks down both free throws, I'm sure the video team has been, and the scouting team has been putting together tapes for these guys to watch video on. SGA to the rim draws the foul on Carter Bryant there. He's going to go to the foul line for himself. We had Carter Bryant get to the foul line on getting fouled on a floater. Now we're getting SGA going to the foul line getting fouled on a floater. Durston, what's up, Durston? Jason said, amazing what the Knicks did yesterday. 130 points and no one scored over 20. We're so dangerous. Yep, I saw that stat. Somebody, I saw a podcaster talking about that earlier today as well. It is the second most points ever scored in the playoffs without a player scoring 20 or more. The player who scored the most for the Knicks was Karl-Anthony Towns with 19. SGA knocks down both of his free throws, and we're tied at 22. And we are under 2 minutes to go. Fox bringing it down, being guarded by Caruso. Coming to his left, gets it up top to Carter Bryant. He's going to put his head down, attack all the way to the rim for the big two-handed slam. Way to be aggressive, rookie. And now here come the Thunder. SGA up top, coming off a couple of screens. He's got Fox switched onto him, coming to the right. Picks up his handle, throws it out to Caruso, left corner, being guarded by Cornette. Pump fake, swings through to his right, up top to Wallace, catches, ran up that three-point line, coming to his left down the lane, lefty layup, gets blocked at the rim, but fouled, and he's going to go to the foul line for 2. And the Spurs not too happy with that foul call, but not arguing it too hard. Ahmed, what's up, Ahmed? Jerson's just chipping away at work. Best way to do is with some white noise in the background. Appreciate you, brother. Kayson Wallace knocks down the first free throw. He's got another one coming. Raymond said the Knicks can play fast or slow, and all 3 shooters. Yeah, they can play double big. They can put 5 shooters out there. They can go small. They can, with OG Anunoby at center, they can go big with the double bigs. They can put 5 defenders, 5 lockdown defenders out there as Fox goes to the rim, can't get the layup to go. Cornette can't snag the rebound as he falls down to the ground. Cornette has been truly horrendous in this playoff series. SGA gets caught in the lane, and then Caruso, I don't know if he tried to touch pass it inside to Wallace, who wasn't prepared for it, but Caruso turns it over there in a bad play. Wallace did knock down both free throws, by the way, so we're tied at 24. Fox has it up top, being guarded by Caruso. Fox dancing with it, crosses over to his left, driving it down against Caruso, stops, spins to his right, leans in, pump fake, steps through, kicks it out. Carter Bryant, left wing 3 wide open. Carter Bryant splashes in nothing but net. Carter Bryant, really solid minutes off the bench for them. And I'll tell you this, obviously this is a close game, but if you're the Spurs right now, you're like, oh, we're winning. We're good. You are surviving the Wemby-less minutes, and SGA plays the entirety of the first quarter. Unless he's going to be playing all 48 minutes tonight, if I'm the Spurs, I'm feeling pretty okay with where we're at. SGA driving to his right. They show 2 bodies. They kick it up top to Caruso. He's going to pump fake, drive to his right, back to SGA. Quick catch and fire from 3. Got it to go down as the shot clock expires for SGA, and we're back tied at 27. Again, though, even for the Spurs, as long as, as Kayson Wallace picks the pocket of Harper in the paint, can't get the scoop layup to go. Caruso, the rebound, saves it over to Kenrich Williams, who hands it off to SGA, and he gets fouled by Carter Bryant, bad reaching. But it's side out of bounds anyway. 17 seconds to go. My timer ticked off, but I got you guys. If I'm the Spurs, I'm feeling okay with where we're at. You need to just survive the Wemby-less minutes. Mark Avon, what's up, Mark? Michael Mack said, I want OKC to pull a James Harden. User said OKC is better, but Spurs, no joke. Nope, SGA knocks down the first free throw. I guess it was a bad foul there in the bonus. SGA knocks down the first free throw. He's got another one coming. User said OKC is better, Spurs, no joke. This game has the talent to be a final series if it was in the same conference. Yeah. I mean, look, very clearly, the 3 best teams in the league for the final 40 games of the regular season and so far through the playoffs have been the Thunder, the Spurs, and the Knicks. In whatever order you want to put them in, I don't care. But it's been those 3 teams for sure. SGA knocks down both free throws. Castle will bring it down. Final 10 seconds of the quarter, Castle up top, being guarded by Wallace, dancing around a Wembanyama screen. Game clock winding down. They get over to Wemby by the logo. He's going to isolate here against Hartenstein. Rhythm dribble, crossover, step back, straight away, fall away, way off on the step back, fall away 3 for Victor Wembanyama. Terrible offensive possessions there for the Spurs down the quarter. But again, you really are just looking to survive the Wemby-less minutes. And I would say that if you're down by 2 here, you survived them. You don't want the Thunder to build up too big of a lead. They built up a 2-point lead. Obviously, you would hope to not give up. I mean, it was only like a 5 or 6 point lead or something like that, but you would hope to not give up the lead that you were building. But going into the second quarter here, I assume SGA will start the second quarter on the bench again, unless he's looking to play like 45-ish plus minutes, if not all 48 here tonight in a pivotal Game 5. I would also say a problem with the Spurs team so far here tonight, Wembanyama, only 2 shots, and he's only got 2 points. The one shot attempt that he made was a lob pass where he had SGA switched on to him that he caught and threw down easily. And then that last shot that he took that he missed, that made him 1 for 2, was that end of the first quarter step back grenade that he took that was nowhere near the rim, threw up an air ball. Terrible offensive quarter. Terrible quarter for Victor Wembanyama, who scored 2 points and grabbed the 1 rebound in that quarter and only took 2 shots. I mean, if you're the star player, you can, like, imagine Jalen Brunson had a first quarter where he was 1 for 2 from the field and had 1 rebound. And I know it's completely different because he's a point guard. And whatnot, but like even SGA, 1 for 5 from the field, like not a good, but he took 5 shots. 7 points, 2 assists, like the ball's in his hands, he's dictating things. Like if you're Wemby, you got to get to the high post. You got to call for that ball. You got to call for it up top. You got to look to be aggressive. When Wembanyama has the ball, the Thunder are freaking out, right? When the star player has the ball, the other team is actively freaking out on the court because it's like, we got to shade over. We're going to make sure we don't let this guy go in the paint. We got to, if he does come to my area of the court, I got to make sure I'm ready to jump on the help side. Like when Wemby has the ball, the Thunder players on the court are freaking out. They're not going to allow Wembanyama to dance with it one-on-one against Hartenstein, right, all night long. And especially if he can cash it in the high post, all eyes are on Wemby. So he needs to be, and it doesn't mean like he has to dictate every single possession, but he's got to touch the ball in these possessions in an area of the court that he could be effective in. You cannot spend the first quarter with this kind of impact. It's not good enough. Not when you want to be MVP level player. Not when you want to be best player in the league, Victor Wembanyama. Like, I know the defensive presence has been there all night. Obviously, it's always going to be there for Wemby. He's 1,000,000 feet tall. Can't have 2 points on 2 shot attempts and 1 rebound in a quarter. When, again, you're 1,000,000 feet tall, you can't have the 1 rebound. You know what? Even if you did have the 1 rebound, that's fine. You're hanging on the perimeter. Okay, I get that. It's not the craziest thing in the world. I don't like it, but it's not the craziest thing in the world to see. You can't have 2 shot attempts then. If you're going to be hanging on the perimeter, you better say, give me that ball then. It's got to be one or the other. You can't have non-impact on rebounding and non-impact in the scoring department. You need to be the best player in the world in order for your team to win the series. SGA, 7 points, obviously getting to the foul line, only 1 for 5 from the field. But again, at least he's dictating the offense for his team. Ball's in SGA's hands, who is going to go to the bench here to start the second quarter. Ball in SGA's hands, and the Spurs are actively worried about it, right? And he's not even been effective tonight. But they are loading up on SGA whenever the ball is in his hands. And so even if they show him multiple bodies, he's able to swing the ball around to his teammates and allow them to create. Sugar Supreme, what's up, Sugar? Where's Jalen Williams? Out with an injury yet again. DJ, what's up, DJ? Here we go, start of the second quarter. Caruso has it up top, being guarded by Champagny. They get over to Hartenstein. Hartenstein up top, fakes the handoff, keeps it, ball knocked out of his hands. Hartenstein goes back to recover it, driving to his left, putting his head down, attacking Wemby in the paint, throws up a high lefty floater, hits the front of the rim, can't get the friendly bounce. Good boxing out from Wemby, allows Castle to come in and snag that rebound. They hit ahead to Wembanyama, Euros down the lane, gets grabbed by Hartenstein. He's going to go to the foul line for 2. There's some aggression. There you go. MBM said, had to manufacture aggression and got to be in you. Hard to manufacture aggression, got to be in you. I mean, it's in Wemby. We have seen him be uber aggressive. Sometimes you have these quarters. When you're a big man, it's harder than if you're a guard or a wing where the ball is constantly in your hands, right? Where you can bring the ball down and dictate it as a ball handler. Wembanyama, while he can handle the ball for a big man, he's not a ball handler. They're not going to give the ball to Wembanyama and have him walk the ball down the court, right? So it's harder for a big man to then demand the ball every single possession. Not demand the ball every single, but it's harder for a big man if the ball's not swinging to him or they're loading up and denying him the ball and whatnot to try and get open. It's my argument that I've always made for Karl Anthony Towns when people are like, just give the ball to Cat. And it's like they're denying Cat the ball, and he needs a guard to get him the ball. Wemby needs his players to get him the ball, but he also needs to be more aggressive in freeing himself up. Caruso down the lane draws the foul on Victor Wembanyama, who is out of position. And Wemby, just a step slow here today. You got to be locked in here, brother. You got to be locked in here. Michael Edie, what's up, Michael? Wemby playing like a slice of bread? It's got to be better. D, what's up, D? Castle needs to get going. Castle with only the 3 points, but he's got 2 rebounds, 3 assists, and he's played excellent defense on SGA here tonight. I'm not mad at what the game Castle's had so far. I think he's been good. We got Barnes in the game, by the way. Bruce said these two teams are going to beat down more than Cleveland. Caruso knocks down both of his free throws. Getting a little bit of a free throw fest here. 29-31 these last couple of possessions. 11:20 to go here, start of the second quarter. Harper dancing with it against Caruso. That's a bad idea from Dylan Harper. He's getting way too sloppy with the ball handling there, and it's a bad decision to go against one of the best perimeter defenders in the league. Harnstein, a baseline floater, got it to go over Wemby. Terrible spot for that the Spurs guards are putting their offense in right now. Castle driving it down against Wallace. Castle explodes to the rim, gets fouled by Harnstein. That's 2 fouls on Isaiah Harnstein. Okay. But again, bit of a free throw fest so far, specifically to end the first quarter and then to start here the second quarter. Dylan Harper getting way too sloppy with his handle, and you can't do that when you're around Alex Caruso. You can't. Pull that thing back out, make a move, go to the basket. If there's nothing there, you got to look to kick it out and keep the offense moving. You can't dance with it when Alex Caruso's around, and you can't dance with it as Castle misses the first free throw, and you can't dance with it when Kason Wallace is around. That's their specialty. They are pickpockets. Jay Hammer, what's up, Jay Hammer? These two teams also don't have any defenders as bad as Mitchell and Harden. Yep. Very good point. Very good point. Castle knocks down the second free throw at least. 33-30, still one possession game. 10:55 to go. Caruso bringing it down. Caruso up top. They hit it over to J-Will, hands it off to McCain, coming to his left, back inside to J-Will, swings it out to Wallace, beautiful touch passing, and Wallace rewards him by knocking down the corner three. What beautiful ball movement from the Thunder there. They swing it over to Champagny, up top to Harper, over to Castle, who stops and pops for a three, off the back rim, can't get it to go. Kason Wallace comes flying in for the rebound, he's bringing it down the other way. Kason Wallace gets it over to J-Will, over to Caruso. He's going to pump fake from three. They get over to J-Will. J-Will up top, gets it over to Wallace. Wallace swings through to his right, crosses over to his left, throws a wild skip pass out to Caruso. Extra pass over to J-Will, and J-Will splashes the three. 2 straight threes, gives them the 9-point lead here, and a timeout for the Spurs. Isaiah said Spurs keep on switching. Why? Because the Thunder are moving very quickly, and you don't want to get on your back foot guarding the Thunder here. And sometimes it's easier to peel switch and dare them to attack the basket against Wemby than it is to try and recover and stay in front of a player. Like, just peel switch it. Just peel switch it. Mark said J-Will is annoying. J-Will is annoying because he's on an opponent team. He's not on a team you root for. Right? Those are players you love having on your team, but absolutely despise when you have to go against them. J-Will said, tug your Susan. Knicks and Fornto proven otherwise. That is the motto I've been going with for 2 years now, and it's paying off this year. Knicks and Fornto proven otherwise, absolutely. Chaos Kid, what's up, Chaos Kid? Showtime, what's up, Showtime? Congrats, Knicks fans. And if OKC beats San Antonio, I predict LeBron James goes to the Spurs. He's not going to the Spurs. He'd be a perfect fit in there on the team. He's not going to the Spurs, big dog. He's either going to stay in the Lakers or go back to Cleveland. Freeway Hustler said there's a whole lot of people on ESPN making a living being wrong. Yeah, purposely wrong, too. Sometimes just ignorantly wrong. But some of them purposely wrong because it makes headlines. And it's very clickbaity, say certain things. Bruce Fowler said, I feel like Maximus watching the other gladiators beat themselves to a pulp so I can fight the winner. Yeah, that's a great comparison, actually, yeah. Yeah, these two teams beating the snot out of each other, and the Knicks are just sitting back at home, running through their practices. Legs up in the air now, probably getting some treatment, getting some massages, chilling, maybe drinking a glass of wine. Watching this game, taking notes. Isaiah Garner said, if OKC lose this game, is over for the Spurs or no? No, I don't know. Wembanyama is going to have to be heard from at some point here tonight. He's got 4 points, still only taking the 2 shots. Castle's 1 for 3 from the field. He's taking 4 shots. Like, they are the 2 best players on this team, Wemby and Castle, and they're extremely young, sure, but they're the 2 best players on the team. And the Spurs are not going to be able to do anything unless Wemby and Castle step up here. With Fox hampered with the ankle injuries, it's hard to rely on him consistently. Harper, with his injuries, it's hard to rely on him for anything at this point. Barnes is out there on the court, and I don't even think he's touched the ball so far. Champagny, since coming back into the game, hasn't gotten open looks. Wembanyama is going to have to be the deciding factor here, and he's just been MIA so far. Man said, this is a real 50-50 series. I don't know who's winning it. I disagree. I don't think this is a 50-50 series. I think this is... Did I drop my microphone? Maybe with the injuries, sure, we can say it's 50-50 now, but I've always leaned towards the Thunder. I think they're the better, deeper team. They're obviously the more experienced team as they won the championship last year. I always thought it was more like 65-35, 60-40, I guess, you know? But I've always given the edge to the Thunder in this matchup coming into the series. I had Thunder winning it, and the injuries obviously are making it a different matchup. So the Spurs have a much better chance of winning it, but Thunder's still taking it to them so far here tonight at home. And another turnover happened so quickly, the camera didn't even catch it, but McCain shoots up the floater, can't get it to go, and at least the Spurs saved that possession right there. And Castle will bring it down, being guarded by Cason Wallace. Castle has it up top. Gets it over to Barnes on the right wing. Fakes the handoff. Keeps it. Gets it to Wemby, high post. Spaces up against J. Will. Wembanyama jab step coming to his left, takes a bump, throws it up at the rim, and he's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. Foul on J. Will, block and foul. Michael Eady said, yeah, there's no way they win a Game 7 in OKC. It's possible. I wouldn't say no way, but this Thunder Arena, whatever it's called here in Oklahoma, is a great home court. One of the better home courts in the league. As Wemby knocks down the first free throw, he's got another one coming. Jay Hammer said, maybe the Spurs are saving an attack for second half. And that's hilarious. The Thunder are responding with a flopper chant to Wembanyama. It just doesn't hit. Obviously, every player flops. Like, we would put a compilation together of Wemby flopping as well. But it just doesn't hit. It doesn't hit because it's not as true as when San Antonio chants flopper to SGA. McCain has it up top. But I love the response from the fans to go back to that, as McCain blows past Harrison Barnes and get the scoop layup to go. I get why we're going to Harrison Barnes here, but man, can he not guard out on the perimeter at this stage of his career. Castle kicks it out to Barnes, extra pass to Champagny, right corner 3 from him. He got another one, Julian Champagny, which, by the way, we got to update our bingo card here. Julian Champagny has kept his team in this game. He's got 16 points here. They kick it up top to J. Will. They try to get it over to Caruso, gets knocked out of bounds by Castle. It'll stay here with the Thunder. Sean Martin, what's up, Sean? Prayers and respect and peace Memorial Day. Army veteran myself. Appreciate you, Sean. Appreciate you, man. Shout out to you. Hope you had a glorious Memorial Day weekend. Rest up, big dog. Appreciate you. McCain swings it out to Caruso. Left wing pump fake. Jab step coming to his right to the rim. Reverse layup. Can't get it to go. Looking for a foul. He does get the foul. A late foul call, but he does get the foul call. He's going to the foul line for 2. Got 9 minutes to go here. Mark said, the flopper chant for Wemby is wild. OKC fans are so triggered. I like it, though. I do like it. Like, obviously, I don't agree. Again, every player flops, so we can put together a compilation of Wembanyama flopping for sure. There are clips of him flopping like a fish, just like there is for almost every star in the league. But he's not nearly as egregious as SGA, who's the #1 flopper in the league. So it just doesn't hit as hard. But I do respect the crowd, the fans, responding to Wembanyama with the flopper chant. I do like that. Like, we're going to throw it back at you guys. You're going to try to hit our guy with the flopping accusations, which honestly aren't even accusations at this point. But we're going to throw it right back at your star guy. I do like that. I do like that. While I don't agree, I do like that. Sean Martin, we love competitive games. We do. We do. I mean, when it comes to the Knicks, though, like, I love me a blowout because it's nice and easy and I don't have to stress about it. But we do, outside of Knicks games, even during Knicks games, as long as they pull it off, absolutely adore these competitive games, back and forth affairs. Here comes Fox bringing it down as Caruso did knock down both free throws, under 9 to go here into this second quarter. Over to Wemby, a straightaway three comes up well short, but a foul is called. Harrison Barnes gets knocked to the ground. Should be side out of bounds, no? TT in the morning said there are levels to floppers. Yeah, for sure. There are levels to floppers, and SGA is the final boss of flopping. Amy Matrua said, agree, Chevy. I love skipping the cardiac part of Knicks games. I do. I do as well. Castle has it up top. It is indeed side out of bounds. Castle gets it over to Wembanyama. High post straight away, being guarded by J. Will. Faces a pump fake, coming to his left. One dribble, mid-range pull-up jumper as the shot clock expires. Can't get it to go. Battle for the loose ball. Caruso picks it up, bringing it down. Over to Wallace. In and out dribble, coming to his right, exploding to the rim. Over to J. Will. Tries to shovel it over to home rim. It gets knocked out of bounds by Castle. A number of times he's done that tonight. Young On. What's up, Young On? Boom Pay said, Nash Heavy Wemby does not have a flopping compilation vid. He does. He does. All-star players do. All-star players do. It is what players do. As long as they're going to reward it, the best players in the league are going to go to it. Caruso, a mid-range pull-up jumper, gets it to go down. And you could, like I said earlier, you could see the directive here for the Thunder. You don't need SGA to create for you. As Castle spins down the lane and gets fouled, Caruso puts his hand up there, saying he fouled him. Castle will go to the foul line for two. But back to the Thunder offense, you're seeing the directive. You guys can create off the dribble. Like, you're basketball players, and pretty dang good ones. You don't need SGA to create everything for you. Don't go standing out there on the wing, out on the perimeter. Make something happen with the ball in your hands. Caruso is capable. He spins off of Fox, pulls up in the mid-range, and knocks down a little pull-up jump shot over him. It's obviously not offense you want to go to every single time down the court, but it's something that you can go to in a pinch, and you should be doing that to keep the defense honest. They got to guard you. Castle the foul line for two here. Freeway Hustle with a very generous super chat. Appreciate you, Freeway Hustler. The fact that the NBA old heads try to compare the flopping that SGA does to what Kobe used to do is crazy to me. Kobe did not flop. He baited. Same thing. Same thing in my book. I think we're being semantical. Listen, it's getting to a boiling point where it's over the top. People have been baiting and flopping and jumping into defenders since the 70s. It's always gone on. But it used to be a small part of their games. It used to be something where it's like, I'm going to get you out of position, and then I'm going to get you to lean in, and then I'm going to jump into you or swing my arms through or lean in a little bit just so you can hit me, and then I can get knocked to the ground and I'll accentuate the contact. It used to be a little bit part of the game. That we used to call that craft. We used to say that was a crafty move from that player. Now it's every single time the court, I'm trying to get to the foul line by tricking the official and falling to the floor. Now it's gotten to a boiling point. It's gotten too far. They get it over to J. Will, right corner three over Wemby, can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound, picked up by Castle, bringing it down the other way. Castle did knock down both free throws. It's an 8-point game. They get it up top to Steph. Castle being guarded by Wallace, coming to his left off the Wemby screen. Has it in the mid-range, pulls it back out, kicks it out to Fox, wide open left corner as the Thunder miscommunicate. Fox can't make him pay by knocking down the jump shot. Rebound gets taken away from Keldon Johnson, knocked away by Holmgren. 3-point pull-up shot by McCain, can't get it to go down. Didn't love that shot. Here comes Fox bringing it down the other way. Fox coming to his left off the Castle screen. In and out dribble, blowing past McCain in the lane. Pump fake, leans in, gets in the paint, kicks it out to Vassell. Extra pass to Johnson, ran off that 3-point line. Keldon Johnson blows past the defense anyway and gets the layup past McCain. There you go, Keldon Johnson. There you go. 39-45. By the way, the Thunder are doing all of this without SGA on the court. Speaking of, he's going to the scorers table now. Freeway said it used to be a craft. You said it. Well, it would be crafty if you occasionally used it. Right? It would be crafty if every now and again, if your hand was in the cookie jar if I ripped through and you drew and the referee gave you the foul call, because that would tell you to keep your hands off of me. But every single time, if I'm going into you and then swinging my arms through you, now we're looking at like, all right, dude, this ain't even crafty. You're just baiting. You're just foul bait. You're just flopping. It gets to a point. Like I said, we've reached the boiling point. SGA misses the mid-range pull-up jumper, knocked out the Holmgren in the paint, fall away, Wemby, block, picked up by Castle. We're pushing the other way. Castle tries to get over to Wemby, ball knocked out of his hands. He picks it back up, out the Vassell, left wing three. He's open. Can't get it to go. Castle, the offensive rebound, lobs it up top to Wembanyama, knocked away, but that's because Wemby was grabbed. He couldn't even jump up to the rim to try and grab that ball. Young On said craftiest player award. SGA nominated every year. Craftiest player. Confidence said Jordan was crafty. You had to be. Every superstar, star level player is crafty, needs to be crafty. But like I said, we've reached a point where it's no longer just crafty. It's every single time. I don't even care about trying to get an offensive shot here. I care more about leaning in and trying to get to the foul. I'm not even trying to make an offensive move, right? We're past that at this point. Like we've gone over the hill with all of the flopping and leaning in, which is why when people are like Jalen Brunson's an egregious flopper, it's like, yeah, Jalen Brunson leans in and jumps into guys and rips through and tries to draw the fouls on the player, but he's always trying to get the shot to go down. When we had the foul line, by the way, he knocked down the first free throw, he got one more coming. And he gets the second one coming, right? So while, yes, he does flop, it's not nearly as egregious as somebody like SGA or Joel Embiid who aren't trying to play basketball. They're just trying to fall down as McCain flops to the floor as Dylan Harper came from behind him. And they hit Dylan Harper with the foul. Dylan Harper not arguing because they did have two hands on his back there. Dylan Harper was upset because they didn't hit McCain with the offensive foul. Elbow came up and hit him in the jaw. Inadvertent, of course. 6:20 to go. We're approaching the halfway point. SGA dances with it against Castle. Spins off him at the foul line. Castle knocks the ball out of his hands. What a defensive play. Castle exploding to the rim. SGA chases him down, fouls him, and they call a clear path foul from SGA. The ref signaled it unless they look to take it away now. Freeway said, I still think there's a difference between baiting the defense in the contact and just flailing your limbs all over the place. That's fair. That's fair. Wemby knocks down the first free throw. Is there one free throw on the ball, or is there one free throw on the ball with a take foul there? We're back to a one-possession game. After the Thunder took a 10-point lead, Castle coming to his left to kick it out to Harper, extra pass to Johnson, driving to his left in the lane. Oh my goodness, goes right through the chest of Chet Holmgren and then throws it down with two hands. Big and strong in the paint from Keldon Johnson. You love to see him. We got a one-point game. Get your weight up, Chet Holmgren. My goodness, what an explosive move from Keldon Johnson. He didn't even really lower the shoulder or extend the arm or anything. He just said, eat your Wheaties, young man. Get your weight up. Hit that weight room. Just hit a hop step in the lane, knocked them off balance, got him out of the paint, and went up strong with the two hands for the dunk. My goodness. King Tomuro with the King Tomuro. Bruns versus SJ will be a flop fest, but it won't be. I mean, one guy will be flopping, the other guy will be trying to play basketball. You just said, flailing as you fall while crying to get a call, that's the problem? Yeah, that is 100% the problem. I don't even know if I'd be super upset with trying to foul bait. I think the most annoying thing about the foul baiting, which obviously I don't like and I want it out of the league, but I don't even know. I think the most frustrating part with it is when you see a player try to foul bait, the official actually doesn't fall for the foul bait, and the player looks ridiculous, but then the player's arguing with the official that they should have gotten that foul. That is I want to like jump through the TV screen, grab the guy by the jersey, and just yell in his face like, "Stop being a loser!" Like, play basketball. That's, to me, is like where I lose my mind. Where I'm like, what are you doing? Not only are you like desecrating the game, but now you're gonna argue with the official that you should have gotten the foul bait call, which is crazy. Jason said, during that 21-point comeback when Brunson was dominating, how many times was Brunson at the foul line? Oh, wait. Yeah. 0. It was bucket after bucket. Mike Sleva said, Victor is definitely getting his revenge on Chet. Victor has won this. As a matter of fact, I don't even know if it's revenge on Chet, because he has always been ahead of Chet, right? If you date their relationship, their rivalry all the way back to its inception, which is obviously the under 19 or under 18, under 19, under 18, whatever it is. I think it's under 18 FIBA championship game where France played the USA and Chet Holmgren obviously was on that team. And then Wemby was the leader of his team, and Wemby had like 1 million blocks and like 20 points or something and like 18 rebounds. And Chet Holmgren had like a solid 7-2 or something like that. And because USA won in a 2-point game in which Wembanyama fouled down the last couple of minutes of the game, Chet Holmgren got walked away with the MVP honors, despite Wemby clearly outplaying him. But the only reason he got it is because his team won. And so Wembanyama has absolutely despised that man ever since. But again, he outplayed him in that game. He was the number 1 pick in his draft class. Wemby won Rookie of the Year, despite Chet Holmgren, like, technically was in his second year, didn't play his rookie year because of the foot injury, didn't play at all. And so they were both technically played their rookie seasons the same year. Wemby beat him for the MVP, for the Rookie of the Year award, and then has been better than him the entirety of the time, even going back to the under 19 FIBA game. But yeah, and then has now ascended to MVP level player. Ruzande, what's up, Ruzande? I would like to see how many of the haters are going to chime in during our moment. Good point. TD in the morning said, there's a clear difference in players exaggerating a bit of contact to get a foul, the way some players are falling on the court, like they lost all their Sonic rings. Yeah, it gets bad. It gets really bad. SGA step back baseline jumper, gets the nice soft touch off the side of the rim, and he gets it to drop down. Jose Dizon, what's up, Jose? Appreciate you. Hope you're having a good time tonight. Thank you for that, brother. We are under 6 minutes to go, past the halfway point. SGA knocks down that step back jumper, so it's back to a 3-point game. They kick it in the corner to Johnson. Johnson's going to pull it back out. Has it on the right wing, being guarded by Kenrich Williams. Kicks it out to Dylan Harper, and it's a bad pass, and it goes out of bounds. And that is yet another turnover for the Spurs here, and the Thunder will bring it down. 5:30 to go here in the second. And then Steph Castle picks up a foul in the backcourt, knocking SGA over. And they're over the limit, so that's 2 free throws for SGA. Both teams in the bonus the remainder of the quarter with 5:30 to go here. Jason said, at least when Sonic loses all his rings, he's invisible for a few seconds. Ahmed said, why are we even having this conversation? There's no comparison between the two. There is no comparison to SGA. He sits at the top of the mountaintop by himself in the flopping game. He is number 1 flopper all time, man. Namar, what's up, Namar? Star spread in the news. Knicks have made the finals. Are spreading that news, brother. Let everybody know. Freeway Hustler said, the sad thing is that SGA has such a flawless game. Yeah. It's a beautiful bat. He's so good. And he's going to desecrate his own legacy by being known as the greatest and most egregious flopper of all time. You know? Castle has it up top. SGA did knock down both of his free throws. 44-49. Castle mid-range pull-up jumper. Got it to go for Steph Castle. 49-46. 5 minutes to go here. A little over 5 minutes to go. SGA up top being guarded by Castle. Coming to his left. Driving it down. Sees 2 bodies. Step back. Another mid-range pullback jumper. Off the back rim. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Vassell. Vassell bringing it down the other way. Up top. Picked up by Kenrich Williams. Vassell is going to explode to the rim. Now pull it back out. Hands it off to Wembanyama out on the perimeter. Over to Castle. Castle on the right wing. Waving Dylan Harper through. Might look to get Dylan Harper out of the game right now. Castle coming to his left in the lanes, tried to slip it inside to Harper. Ball knocked loose. Harper picks it up inside the Wembanyama, goes to the rim floater, can't get it to go. Battle for the rebound, knocked out to Kenrich Williams, and he gets it over to Kason Wallace. Wallace bringing it down, in and out dribble, coming to his right, crossing over to his left in the lane, kicks it out. Dort, left wing three's been off all night, but he knocks that one down right there. Just had a feeling, that's why I mentioned it. That shot was lined up and ready to go for Lou Dort. Vassell has it up top, coming to his left off the Wemby screen, snaking it back down. Foul line, pull-up jumper. Well short, barely grazes the front of the rim, but it's a loose ball situation, diving on the court. We're going to get a jump ball. We are going to get a jump ball. I might like to get Dylan Harper out of this game, who I think has been really bad. Really bad. He's got 2 points, 0 for 2 from the field, 1 rebound, 1 assist, but he has not helped them almost at all here tonight. Mark, jump ball, yes sir. Speaking of, we got to fill in that Champagny box as well. Let's go ahead and pull that up right away. So it's going to be Lou Dort versus who? Versus Johnson versus Harper. Ruzande said, who do you think is the biggest flopper, SGA or Embiid? That's a tough one, brother. It's a big tough one. Wemby and Keldon Johnson come out of the game here. We have Champagny 3 threes. We have jump ball. Where is the jump ball? Jump ball is, where's the, oh, right next to the free spot. There we go. All right, we'll update a bingo card in a second. Lou Dort wins the jump ball. SGA will bring it down. A little over 4 minutes to go here. SGA up top, being guarded by Fox. Dancing with it, coming to his right. Leaning in, step back, baseline fall away. SGA got it to go. Starting to get to his spot, starting to knock him down. Back up that 8. The Thunder go. Fox bringing it down. Up top, swings it over to Harper. Left wing 3 for Dylan Harper, and he finally gets one to go down. Back to 5 it goes, 49-54, 3:40 to go here. SGA bringing it down, coming to his left, tries to slip it inside to Hartenstein, yet another turnover, good hands from the Spurs. Vassell pushing the pace in the corner to Champagny, he'll take the baseline, goes right through the chest of Holmgren, can't get it to go. Champagny picks up the loose ball, gets the rebound again over Holmgren. They swing it over, tried to throw the bullet pass over to Harper in the corner, but gets knocked out of bounds by Kason Wallace, good hands. Captain Mass, what's up, Captain Mass? Cortland Hall, what's up, Cortland Hall? Congratulations to your Knicks. Appreciate you. Kay Hazy said, Embiid is a bigger flopper. If Embiid has space to shoot, he'll follow the defender to get fouled. That's fair. It's tough. That's a heavyweight fight right there, though. Fox coming down to his left, stops, turn, spin, step back, foul line, fall away, can't get it to go, rebounded Holmgren, knocked out of his hands, Cornette battling for it, but Hartenstein picks it up. Luke Cornette has also been a disaster for this Spurs team. SGA throws the pass over to Dort, right wing pump fakes, ran up that three-point line by Fox, step back, foul line, fall away for Dort, well short, grazes the front of the rim, Holmgren goes up, gets fouled by Champagny, he's going to the foul line for 2. That's a good point with Embiid. He might even be the biggest flopper, almost technically, too. 7-foot tall guy falling over with any bit of contact is rough. Chet Holmgren knocks down the first free throw. He's got another one coming. Norris, and I feel like we play the Spurs or OKC. I'm not worried about Knicks' offense has been gelling. I mean, worried. Nobody should be worried at this point. Like you're one of the final 2 teams remaining at this point of the finals. You just got to play well, play your game, and pull it off. Holmgren knocks down both free throws. Fox up top, dances with it against Caruso, gets it over to Castle. Castle being guarded by Dort, coming to his left, pulls it back out. Castle swings over to Champagny, driving to his right against Holmgren, leans in, kicks it in the corner. Vassell, deep right corner 3, comes up short, rebounded by Holmgren, over to SGA. SGA will bring it down. Shea up top, crosses over to his right, driving it down, baseline, kicks it out the door, extra pass to J-Will, pass fake, good defense from the Spurs, swings it over to Caruso, they'll reset, they get it out to Holmgren, being guarded by Luke Cornett, Holmgren gonna isolate, driving to his right, down the lane in the paint, layup, got it to go for Chet Holmgren. Where has that been all series long, Chet Holmgren? Wembanyama pops up off the bench, they get over to Castle up top, being guarded by Dort, calling for a screen, jab step, coming to his left, and that's a moving screen on Champagnie. Ball back to the Thunder here as they hold on to the 9-point lead. Are the Spurs challenging this? The Spurs are using their challenge here. That'll fill in a spot. Runzo with the Brunzo. Vassell misses another three. Yeah, it's crazy. One game, Vassell can miss from three. He's a huge offensive factor for the Spurs. And then Champagnie is MIA. And then here tonight, Champagnie, fantastic game. 16 points, their leading scorer, 6 for 11 from the field. But Vassell is nowhere to be found here tonight. 0 points, over 4 from the field. You got to get both of your guys going, man. So we never went through the entirety of our bingo card here, but we will have either a successful challenge or a failed challenge. We'll see. One really important bingo spot we have here, which, by the way, it might be easier if we do this so you can read it better. So we have Fox, 15 points. We talked about Logo, 3. Keldon Johnson, 12 points off the bench. We'll go through everything at halftime to see where we stand in the box score and how close we are to some of these player props. We did have a jump ball, which we're going to fill in a second. But this one right here, this one is an or. So there are two things that could prop this spot right here. Caruso, 2 threes, or 3 stocks. So we'll check the bingo card. I know he said 1 3. Is he had 2 threes tonight? I think it's only just the one. Harper for 15 points tonight, as well as also on the bingo card. So it is a successful challenge. It is a defensive foul on the Thunder, pushing Champagnie into the offensive player, which caused the offensive moving screen. So it is a successful challenge. It's a foul on Chet Holmgren. So that is a successful challenge, which is up here. Let's update our bingo card too so you guys can see it in full force. There we go. There we go. Update it so you guys can see we have 3 spots filled in so far. Not the greatest start to our bingo card. Oh, it's because this happened. Let's do this. There we go. Jaden said Wemby should be ashamed of himself right now. 9 points, 1 for 4 from the field. Only 1 rebound is a problem, though, for sure. Only 1 rebound is a problem. Champagnie knocks down the first free throw. He's got another one coming. Gonna have to get your weight up, young man. Gonna have to get your weight up. When did I miss that Thunder 3? Oh, Lou Dort hit that 3, right? And I never rewarded him with it. So 61-50. It was a 13-point game. It was a 12-point game. I can't do math. It was a 12-point game. Now it's 11. Wemby hits the first free throw. He's got another one coming. Champagnie was the one who taken the free throws. Made the first one, misses the second one. Here comes McCain bringing it down, being guarded by Fox up top to SGA. Coming to his left, off the Harnstein screen, driving it down, stops in the mid-range, kicks it out to Caruso. Caruso lines up a right wing 3. Got it to go for Alex Caruso, who's turned into Klay Thompson all of a sudden in this series. Oh, there's the 3. 61-50. Down the lane in the paint, floater can't get it to go, but that's because Castle was fouled. He's going to the foul line for 2. Bruce said, coaches have to learn to take accountability. We may have made a violation before the egregious call. It's actually the video team to say, no, we're going to get busted. Yeah. That, by the way, also, Alex Curry is crazy. Castle hits the first free throw. He's got another one coming. That fills in that bingo spot of Caruso 2 threes. That's his second made three. At least second made three, if not his third made three. He's got 12 points tonight. He made 3 shots. Yeah, he made a mid-range shot, so that's his second three. Castle knocks down both free throws. We'll update our bingo card to fill that spot in right there. We need Harper 15 points, Johnson 12 points, and we got bingo there. But we got 1:30 to go here. Off the 2 made free throws. Caruso down the lane. He gets fouled. He's going to the foul number 2. My goodness, we got a foul fest going on. Tuesday in the morning said Alex Curry, the Thunder brother. The long-lost Thunder cousin. Or the Splash cousin. That's the Splash cousin right there. Bruce said the Yankees are raking. Getting back on track. Fung Pei said Chevy's not acknowledging the alleged violation. What was the alleged violation? Caruso wins the first free throw, getting it back to 10. Caruso knocks down both free throws. Fox bringing it down. He has it on the right wing. Putting his head down, attacking in the lane, kicks it in the corner. Castle, right corner 3. Can't get it to go. Champagny knocks the rebound loose, but he runs over SGA to do it. And it is a foul on Champagny. Ball back to the Thunder here. Is this free throws? This is free throws, right? These are free throws here for SGA. Michael Mack said, going out, believing the broadcast on. Thanks for the energy. Appreciate you, Michael Mack. Appreciate you. Have a good time tonight, brother. SGA at the foul line for 2. Knocks down the first one. The free throws are extending the time that this game is going to be on. My goodness. We're going to need a much better second half performance here from the San Antonio Spurs, and specifically their star, Victor Wembanyama. 1 for 4 from the field is not getting it done. SGA knocks down both free throws, knocking it to a 13-point lead. They get it over to Keldon Johnson. Johnson will bring it down. Johnson on the left wing being guarded by SGA. A little over a minute to go here in this second quarter. If you're the Spurs, you're going to want to end this extremely well, or else the Thunder are going to threaten to start running away with it. They almost turned it over. Caruso knocked it out of the air. Keldon Johnson almost turns it over again as Cason Wallace then deflects it out of bounds. Jason said, this game feels over for some reason. Thunder at home, up by 13. Wembanyama not very aggressive at all tonight is a horrible sign. Catches and fires, left wing 3 for Wemby. Misses it badly. And a foul on Alex Caruso holding on to Steph Castle, battling for the rebound. And that's 2 fouls for that's 2 free throws for Steph Castle, because both teams have been in the bonus for the final half of this quarter here. 5:30 was officially when both teams entered the bonus. Fung Pei said, Chevy, the fans don't ever want to hear free throws for SGA again. I mean, I'd argue we don't want to hear free throws for anybody at this point in this game. It's been a free throw fest to end this first half here. My goodness. Not getting very much offensive action at all. D said, Wallace, I'm going to need some rebounds. Wallace rebounds is a crazy, crazy thing to put money on, big dog. Wallace with 7 points here tonight. Caruso with 14. Caruso had like 2 points in the last game. He's a huge factor for this team. Castle knocks down both free throws. SGA bringing it down. If they can get this to like a 7-point game at halftime, wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. And they call a foul, and Steph Castle, SGA back to the foul line. We're just trying to watch a basketball game, y'all. We're just trying to watch a basketball game. TT Morning said, Chet showing up. Here at Stephen A. Say doesn't look like he can do a push-up. I don't think anybody's listening to anything Stephen A. says, big dog. SGA hit the first free throw. He's got another one coming. Confidence said, did anyone see the clip of SGA when he played for the Clippers? No flopping? I did see that. It was his rookie year. I mean, he didn't have that craft yet. SGA knocks down both free throws, 13-point game. Here comes De'Aaron Fox bringing it down. Fox up top being guarded by Lou Dort. 45 seconds to go here. Fox up top. Fox coming to his left. Coming to his right off the Wemby screen. Driving it down in the paint. Picks up his handle. Out to Johnson. Swings through to his left. Spins to his right. Throws up the floater. Gets the nice soft touch. Gets it to go down. We actually had a made field goal there, guys. Here comes SGA bringing it down. Final 30 seconds of the quarter. SGA up top. Spurs should have one more possession. SGA is just going to get to his spot, rise up, and knock it down. There you go. And now here comes Fox walking it down, and he will hold it for what should be the final shot of the quarter here. Shot clock is off. 15 seconds to go. My timer is going to wind down, but I got you guys. 10 seconds to go here. Fox up top. Going to run the two-man game with Wemby. Blowing past the defense in the lane, lobs it up top. Wemby guides it through the rim, gets it to go down. Classic pick and roll. Got the lob up top to Wemby. SG has more than enough time, though. Rushes it down. McCain in left corner three, can't get it to go. And that will end our first half. 69 first half points for the Thunder. 58 for the Spurs. Offense has not been the biggest problem here for the Spurs. It's been the defense. You give up 69 first half points, you're in trouble to any team, let alone the defending champ, Oklahoma City Thunder here. Simon Jaw, what's up, Simon Jaw? These two teams are obviously great teams, but they're very inconsistent in this series. New York Knicks may not dominate them, but should not be afraid of either one. No, I don't think they should be afraid whatsoever. I agree. Jaden said all these points and so few made baskets. Let's take a look at it. Take a look at it. You know my favorite thing to look at immediately upon the arrival of halftime here. Let's go ahead and check out the team stats. 44 shot attempts for the Thunder here, 40 for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Slight lead here for the San Antonio Spurs. 4 is like a solid lead in the possession battle for the Spurs. The problem is they've only made 17 of them, while the Thunder have made 21. So they have a 4-point make in the field goal made matchup here. 3-pointers is equal. 7 for 21 for the Spurs, 7 for 14 for the Thunder. They're shooting 50% from the 3-point line. You got to expect them to slow down a little bit here in the second half in terms of their efficiency, but maybe not. They're not taking a bunch of them. The only time they're really taking threes is when they're wide open and in rhythm. Not really settling for a lot of 3-point shots. The volume is down, as you can see. Only 14 attempts here for the Oklahoma City Thunder, which is a pretty solid number. Also, part of the reason why we're there is because this game has turned into an absolute slog of the game. Like, this is what sucks when you watch the Oklahoma City Thunder play. It's why I don't find them a very entertaining team to watch, unfortunately for them, because they are great. They're filled with great players. They're a fantastic defense, and yet they shot 20 free throws in the first half. The Spurs shot 19 in the first half as well. So both teams just hacking and whacking away. The officials just tossing around fouls here. I'm getting tired. I'm honestly just getting tired. Where is the NBA action? I'm trying to go crazy. I'm trying to bring the hype, but I can't manufacture hype. They got to show me something for me to get hyped about. And they're not showing me anything. We're sitting here watching these guys take free shots 15 feet away from the basket. This is not fun basketball to watch, unfortunately. 20 for 20 from the Oklahoma City Thunder. They're knocking down their free throws. Cool. Spurs, not too far behind. 17 for 19 from the foul line for them. So as many free throws as both teams shot, it's about equal. Rebound slight advantage to the Thunder here. 23 to, well, not slight, 5 rebound advantage is pretty nice. 23 to 18 offensive rebound, 6 to 6, so that's about even right there. The assist game, 15 for 13, about even. Steals, 8 to 7, about even. Blocks, 1 to 2, about even. Total turnovers, 8 to 9, about even. Fast break points, 10 to 2 in favor of the Spurs here. Points in the paint, 18 to 22. There's so little points in the paint because all their points are coming from the foul line for both of these teams. Fouls, 13 fouls in the first half for the Spurs, 12 fouls in the first half for the Thunder. Largest lead for the Spurs was 8. Largest lead for the Thunder is 13. Spurs in the lead for 34% of the time. Thunder in the lead for 57% of the time. Thunder led majority of that second quarter. Spurs led majority of that first quarter. And so it's close. It's close. Obviously, the other, it should be what, 43? So that is 9 percentage points goes to the game being tied. So it's been a very close ballgame, right? It's been back and forth. One team goes on a run, like the Thunder here, where they took a 13-point lead at one point. It's now down to, 9? 11. It's an 11-point lead for the Thunder. It's just been a slog of a game. I'm looking for better. Like, even when we go through the team stats here, everything comes up about even. The biggest difference is the Thunder have knocked down 4 more total shots. The three-point shooting is the same. They've hit 3 more free throws. Tay Cowboy said, remind us, Chevy, who has OKC played in the playoffs this year? In the first round, the Oklahoma City Thunder played the Phoenix Suns. The Phoenix Suns were out Mark Williams, and I think one other player, Grayson Allen, I think, was also out. During that series, 2 very important key players, and obviously their starting center was out. But nobody will talk about that. They'll just talk about how easy the Knicks' path was, as if the Phoenix Suns without Mark Williams, and I believe Grayson Allen was out, but if Suns Gen is on the chat, correct me if I'm wrong with that series, Suns Gen. Wasn't there 2 very key players out in that series versus the Thunder? I know Mark Williams was out, which is incredibly disappointing. And then in the second round, they played a Luka Doncic-less LA Lakers. So, but apparently the Knicks are the only team with an easy path. And the San Antonio Spurs had to go through the rough and tumble Portland Trailblazers. I mean, if the Blazers played the Atlanta Hawks in a 7-game series, I'm taking the Hawks in 6. But and then they had to go up against the really rough and tumble Minnesota Timberwolves, but Anthony Edwards severely hampered. Ayo Dosunmu severely hampered. Dante DiVincenzo out, obviously. So, But apparently the Knicks are the only team that had an easy time getting to the finals. Obviously, this series, a battle of titans here. But these have been the 3 best teams in the NBA the past 40 games of the regular season, the last 40 games of the regular season, and obviously into the playoffs. These have been the best teams in the league. By far. By far. They have been head and shoulders above the rest of the league. Roger Gawal, what's up, Roger? DB, what's up, DB? I hate when people blame teams for defeating lower seeds. Yeah, I mean, why are they acting like the Knicks decided to play the Cavs over the Pistons? Like, the Knicks were just waiting there. They were like, can you guys get your series over with so we can play basketball again? They had to wait 9 days because they couldn't get their series over with early enough. And, the Celtics, the Knicks were sitting there waiting for the Celtics. They were sitting there waiting for the Celtics. And the Celtics couldn't beat the dang 76ers after they went up 3-1. Keno Hart said, we beat who was in front of us. Look, the Knicks had a somewhat easy path, quote-unquote, somewhat easy path to the finals. That's fine. But let's not pretend like the Thunder had this tough path to this point, or the Spurs have had this tough path to the point. Again, like, they got to beat each other down to get to the NBA Finals, whereas the Knicks had to play the Cavs. But the Cavs are a good basketball team. Like, you got to beat that team. Do we think the Thunder are sweeping the Cavs? Even if they did, I don't think they're beating them in the way the Knicks beat them. Do we think the Spurs are sweeping the Cavs? I don't. And even if they did, they're not beating them in the fashion that the Knicks beat them. Same with Philly. Same with Atlanta. The Knicks have been historically great. So even if you wanted to say, a little bit of an easier path. Okay, why are we acting like the Knicks struggled to get by those teams? They absolutely blew them out of the water as if they were the Wizards. The Knicks beat them as if they were playing a tanking team. These were playoff teams. And the Knicks trounced them. They weren't even close sweeps. There's a difference between close sweeps and just absolutely you're not on my level sweeps. And that's what the Knicks did. Keenar, so we beat the Hawks, who were better than other first-round opponents. Cavs were better than Detroit. They proved on the court. Maybe Philly was a fluke. Maybe not. Maybe. But it doesn't matter. Because the Boston Celtics were up 3-1 in that series. And they lost 3 games in a row. Listen, I could hear that argument out. if the Knicks didn't have a margin of victory by 20 plus points, I could maybe hear the argument out if the Knicks were squeaking by these East opponents. They are not. They are not. Andy said, Chef, you forgetting about the analytics? I mean, we might have to be preparing for, what, Game 6 tomorrow? Or Game 5 tomorrow? Because according to Kenny Atkinson's analytics, we're playing the Analytical Bowl Game 5 tomorrow. Adani said the Cavs were defeated after Game 1. Cavs were defeated the second they stepped on the court with the New York Knicks, brother. They never had a chance. They could have won Game 1, Adani, and the Knicks would have swept them the next 4 games. And we would have all tossed up Game 1 to them being rusty. And that's it. Right? The Cavs pulling off that victory in Game 1 would have meant nothing for the rest of the series. The Knicks would have won it in 5 rather than 4. Mike Saliba said, once again, they forgot they beat the teams that knocked out the Pistons and the Celtics. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, look, the Celtics were overrated all season long. They weren't that good. They struggled to beat the best teams in the league all season long. They weren't that good. They were a hard-playing regular season team. They should have never made it out of the first round. And that's not true. They should have made it out of the first round because the 76ers weren't that great of a team. Now, the 76ers got hot. Paul George was playing well, Embiid was playing well. Part of the reason they were playing well was because the Celtics were not a good basketball team. The Knicks would have dominated the Celtics in the playoffs, unfortunately for them. Now, they would have put up a better fight than Philly did, but they would have lost that series somewhat easily. Same with the Pistons, who should not have even made it out of the first round, and the only reason they did was because Franz Wagner went down with an injury. DB said, analytically, the Cavs are waiting for the winner of this series. I mean, analytically, we're in a dogfight with the Cavs right now. The series is tied 2-2 according to Atkinson and his numbers. Bruce Fowler said, we actually made 3 professional sports franchises quit on national television. Literally quit. Wave the white flag in the first quarter of each of those series. Absolutely ridiculous play by the Knicks. DB said Jaylen Brown would have fought. Fought who? Fought the air? Fought who, brother? Fought the officials? He wasn't fighting the Knicks, big dog. They were not on the Knicks level all season long. Jay Lopez said Knicks at 30 cents. If you think they can win, great time to put down a bet. That's not me. But you do what you want with your money, brother. Freeway Hustler said they're already making excuses. OKC Spurs and diminish the chip if the Knicks win. Yeah. Sons Gen said they can't take a shot. Appreciate you, Sons Gen. Sons Gen, who was injured in the first round when the Suns played the Thunder? I know Mark Williams was out, which obviously is an incredibly important part to the Suns' capabilities of competing with the upper echelon of the league. Like, obviously, they weren't going to beat the Thunder in the first round. But wasn't there 2 important players? Grayson Allen, that's who it was. Yeah, okay, so I was right. Grayson Allen, who also, again, is a pretty important role player for that team. Their best shooter, also can create off the bounce a little bit for a team who struggled with that. Even though you did get Jalen Green back and whatnot. But sometimes Goodwin. So, yeah. And Goodwin was a very important key piece to their defense as well. But apparently the Knicks got lucky because Philly was hurt, as if the Thunder, as if Philly ever had a chance. Philly never had a chance. Like, come on, what are we doing? What are we doing? Again, the 3 best teams in the league, the Spurs, the Thunder, and the Knicks. Those have been the 3 best teams for like 60 games this year now. As a matter of fact, outside of January, the Knicks, the Spurs, and the Thunder have been the 3 best teams point blank period. AP hit the like button. Appreciate you, AP. Remind people to the thumbs up button. If you are enjoying the show so far, remember, hit the thumbs up button and like the stream. I'd very much appreciate it. Thank you guys, as always. All right, let's go through the box score as well before we come back in the second half here and see how it lines up. Let's get also set up our timer here. See how it lines up with our bingo card. Mike Sleevis said, give the Cavs a 3-quarter head start, and then we'll show up. Jerson said, waving the flag and saving minutes for next game are two different things. Isaiah Gardner said, Chet is the softest big man I've ever seen. I think Chet is just too weak right now. I don't think he's soft. I just think he's weak. I think you can muscle him out of the paint. If that's what you mean, sure, but I don't think soft is the word then. I don't think he's soft. I think he'll go in there. I think he'll battle. I think he'll throw elbows. He'll try and block your shot. He'll get dunked on. Like, that's not soft. I think he's just going to have to eat a steak every now and again, you know? Walter White, what's up, Walter White? Jaylen Brown is fighting demons as we speak. I think Jaylen Brown is fine, brother. All right, let's go through it. We have goaltend, which we haven't had one yet. We have Wemby for 30 points, which is not looking good here tonight. I know he's got 11, and he could always go off in a quarter, but until he does that, he's been very passive here tonight. He's only taking the 6 shots. I know he's got the 7 free throws, but he's only taking the 6 shots, only 1 rebound, no assists, a turnover, 1 steal, and 1 block. You're barely feeling Victor Wembanyama out there at all, and you can't have that. You can't. If the Spurs want to win, they can't have that from Wemby. We have a shot clock violation, which we haven't had, right? We haven't had a shot clock violation. No travels yet. Hopefully we get one. We did have what is this? Champagny 3 threes, which we've barely had, this is our first time getting it during this series. We got Champagny 3 threes. He's been miserable from the perimeter in this series. But to sacrifice it, we now have Vassell, who's 0 for 3 from three-point range and 0 for 4 from the field. We have Kason Wallace for 15 points. If we scroll down here, Kason Wallace here tonight off the bench has 7 points. He's on pace for his 15 points here. We did have a successful challenge. No 4-point plays. Fox for 15. How's that looking? De'Aaron Fox tonight only has 2 points, 1 for 8 from the field, not looking good at all. They're going to need their 2 All-Stars tonight are combined 3 for 14. Horrendous. All right, we're going to start the second half here. So real quick, we haven't had a logo 3. Johnson for 12 points off the bench. Keldon Johnson with 6. He's halfway there. He's on pace. We did have a jump ball. We did have Caruso for 2 3, so we filled that spot in. Harper for 15 points off the bench. He's got 5. Any player for 3 blocks, which we don't have. Double-double. McCain for 10 points off the bench for the Thunder here. And Jared McCain has, off the bench, Jared McCain. Oh, no, he started. He's only got the 2 points, so not great. We haven't had a failed challenge. SGA for 30 is looking okay. He's got 19 and is looking solid. He's on pace. Vassell for 3 threes. He hasn't hit a shot. We have the tech foul. Chet for 15 is looking great. He's got 12. Castle for 20 is looking okay. And we have 2 consecutive missed free throws. Both teams knocking down the free throws here tonight despite the large quantity of free throws we have taken. SGA in the lane, lobs it back up top to Holmgren, almost turns it over, cashes it, goes back into the paint, and 2-handed dunk. And they wave it off. It's a shot clock violation. Speaking of our bingo card, there it is. There it is. First possession, we get to fill something in. We fill in the shot clock violation. Good defense. Good defense from the Spurs there. If you're Chet Holmgren, you might just want to throw that lob up. Castle gets it over to Wembanyama. Foul line extended, be guarded by Harnstein. Jab step, coming to his left. Drop step, steps through down the lane, floater off glass, way off, can't get it to go. Rebounded by Holmgren, who saves it over to Harnstein. I like Wemby being aggressive like that, but you got to get a better look than that. They swing it over to McCain. Swings through to his right. Under the rim. Keeps the Nash dribble alive. Leaves it off of Lou Dort. A left wing 3 for Dort. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Champagny. Keen O'Hara with a very generous super chat. Appreciate you, Keen O'Hara. Appreciate you, brother. I'm going to read your super chat in a second. They get it down low to Fox. Puts up the layup. Can't get it to go. Well contested. He's looking for a foul. He didn't get it. Quick outlet to McCain. McCain bringing it down. Crosses over to his right. Under the rim. Scoop layup. Gets blocked by Wembanyama. Picked up by Dort. And Dort lays it up and in. It's a block from Wemby. We have any player for 3 blocks up here. So there's a block for Wemby. Here comes Fox coming to his left. Blows past the defense, but they call a moving screen on Champagny. Ball back to the Thunder. They lead by 13. Keen O'Hara said, people said Bud Crawford didn't beat anyone. They were all considered good until Bud whipped them. Yeah, so hard. Everyone said after the fact they were bums. Yep. They said I didn't beat anybody, but that's because I made everybody look like bums. Here comes Jaden McCain bringing it down. McCain has it on the right wing, being guarded by Fox. Spinning to his right, driving it down in the lane. Takes a bump, flips it up at the rim, banks it in. And the foul on Fox. McCain going to the foul line for 1 more free throw, trying to get the and 1. Bruce said, any chance you think Wemby may be wearing down? Yeah, I think there's a high chance. Because McCain misses his and one free throw. But, you know, you got to battle through the attrition. You're a star player. This is what it takes to be a star player. You got to bring it every single night in the playoffs. There are no days off. There are no easy matchups. There are no easy plays. There are no times you can rest. Like SGA's fought through it. Wemby's going to have to fight through it. He draws the defense. They kick it out Champagnie in the lane. Floater off glass, can't get it to go. Lou Dort comes flying in for the rebound. Dort will bring it down. It's a 15-point lead here for the Thunder. Dort hands it off to SGA up top, being guarded by Champagnie. SGA's going to dance with it. Step back, rhythm dribble three. SGA got it to go, lining it up. And here come the Thunder expanding the lead with just under 10 to go. We got a Spurs timeout. 18-point lead, threatening to run away with it. Spurs, what kind of answer do you got? Victor Wembanyama, 2% from the floor tonight. Just not getting it done. That's just not going to get it done at all. SGA up to 22. It's crazy how these two guys swap, right? In Game 4, SGA was bad. He was pretty bad. He ended the night with 19 points. Wemby went off for a 30 ball, right? Dominated the game, Wembanyama did. And here tonight, SGA's been dominating the game for the most part, and Wembanyama's struggling to get to his spots on the court. Kenar said, Wemby don't whine about being tired or anything else. Yeah. I mean, you got to be a star. I mean, it's a learning point. This is why people say that young teams don't win. This is why people say you have to go through your lumps early in the career. It's not because, like, you're not good enough. Like, this team is good enough to win a championship. The problem is they don't know what it takes. They don't know the toll it takes throughout the playoffs and the mental fortitude, right? Because when your body gets tired, your mind gets tired. And when your mind gets tired, you start to get lazy. Not because you are lazy, but because you are suffering from the fatigue and allowing it to slow your process down. So Wembanyama isn't going to seal and get position every single time the way he knows he should, because he can't physically get his body to do so. He's just like, you guys handle this possession. Let me stand on the wing real quick for this one possession, right? I just need a breather. And then you're essentially playing 5-on-4 when your superstar needs a quick breather. I'm not saying that happens every single time, but if that happens one too many times, you start looking at an 18-point hole when the ball is in SGA's hands every single time and he's going. And he's going, and he's getting to his spots, and he's forcing you to play defense, and he's forcing you to make decision after decision after decision. Are you doubling me? Are you showing two? Are you playing in the gaps? How are we impacting that? What adjustments are we making in how we're being defended this time? Right? And they're forcing you to make decisions. Whereas Wembanyama has been very comfortable out on the perimeter here today. You could tell probably doesn't have the legs on him. The jump shot has been wildly off, not even close. And if that's happening, they can guard you one-on-one. They don't have to show you multiple bodies because you're not putting any pressure on them right now. The one rebound is a huge marker for fatigue for Wemby. It's also great defense and great game planning from the Thunder. I don't want to take anything away from the Thunder in that regard. But when you're a superstar player, like there shouldn't be anything you can do to hold me to 11 points and one rebound through 2.5 quarters. We're not even at that point yet, but through the first half. Like, this is bad. This is really bad. Mike Sleva, isn't this Victor's first time in the playoffs? I'd say he's doing pretty good. He's doing fine. But he's an MVP level player. He's not doing pretty good. Because you got to be able to bring it every night if you want to be an MVP level player. Here he is on the bench trying to lead his team here. You're going to have to lead by example as well. Words aren't going to do it enough. You got to lead by example as well. Because this ain't getting it done, Big Vic. This ain't getting it done. I'd agree with you, Mike, if he was like a star player on the rise. But he's a superstar player that's kind of already arrived. He's an MVP level candidate. As a matter of fact, he will be the favorite to win the MVP going into next year. He came in second to this year, and there were many people who felt like he should have been the number one player. They're already crowning him the best player in the league. This ain't best player in the league worthy. It's just not. The goalposts move when you're that level of player. It's not fair, but it ain't, heavy as the head that wears the crown. The Spurs swinging around. Fox throws it to nobody. Fox turns it over. He's had a miserable night. He is 2 points, 1 for 9 from the field. He does have 8 assists, but he also has a couple of turnovers. 9:30 to go here. McCain gets it over to Harnstein, hands it off to SGA, coming to his left, stops and pops on the left wing. Got it to go down for SGA. Jump shot has been calibrated. There's the 20-point lead for the Thunder. Castle on the right wing, dancing with it. Pulls it back, coming to his right, attacking Holmgren down the lane in the paint. Scoop with the right hand, got it to go for Steph Castle. And here comes McCain bringing it down. More than enough time to build some momentum and get this back to being a basketball game. But as of right now, McCain step back jumper got it to go. Everything going the Thunder's way. They are feeling comfortable and confident offensively. And that is not where you want to be. Castle crosses over to his right on SGA down the lane. Throws a lob up top to Wemby, who tips it up and in and picks up the foul. Wemby will go to the foul line for one more. Paper Dog with the Paper Dog. Vassell asleep. Vassell not having much of an impact here tonight. He's had some nice defensive plays. He's done, an okay job of attacking closeouts to get into the lane and making stuff for his teammates. He's got 3 boards, 2 assists, but that can't be a one-way player out there. You got to be a two-way player. Wemby knocks down his and one free throw. 63-80. Under 9 to go. McCain bringing it down. This is why they have McCain in starting lineup, by the way. Just another offensive creator that they have to worry about. They lob it down low to Holmgren in the paint. Spins. Ball knocked out of his hands, out of bounds. It's going to stay here with the Thunder. And Chet Holmgren immediately makes his way to the official to argue that he got fouled. Adani said the Spurs can't overcome such a huge deficit. It's not a huge deficit. It's a large deficit, but it's not huge. 20 is manageable, especially with this amount of time left in basketball. Modern day basketball, brother. 20 points is not insurmountable at all. Nice step back jumper from Jaron McCain there. He's getting the offense going, man. He's feeling good. And again, this is why they went to him in the starting lineup. Somebody who can create off the bounce for himself. Castle in the lane, he puts up the jumper, can't get it to go. Wemby tips it up and in, and another foul, and another foul. Victor Wembanyama again to the foul line now for one more free throw. No foul. They just counted it. They called it a goaltend. So we're going to fill it in. I mean, they call it an offensive basket interference, but we're going to consider that a goaltend as well. Same thing. It's just an offensive goaltend. So we're going to fill that in, baby. Fill in as many spots as we can on our bingo card here. There we go. Rowell Amarado, what's up, Rowell? OKC champion. They are the defending champs. They are indeed. They get it over to SGA up top, coming to his left at the Harnstein screen. Driving it down. SGA stops, turns, spins in the paint, kicks it on McCain. A deep left wing three. He's really feeling that jump shot. He is really feeling that jump shot. Jaron McCain has calibrated the shot. He's lining it up. Quickly gets it back up to 20. Castle coming to his left, gets it out to Champagne. He's going to pump fake. He's going to drive it into Holmgren. Layup, got it to go, and one. Another one for the San Antonio Spurs. Another and one. That's a deep left wing three for McCain. Do we count that as a logo three? You guys got to be the deciders on that. You guys got to be the deciders on that. Is that a logo three from Jaron McCain? I don't think it is, personally. Kennard said, Philly definitely needed McCain. Oh, they definitely don't need McCain? Yeah. Disastrous trade for an organization, trading a guy in his second year. Disastrous. A guy who was in contention for Rookie of the Year before he went out with the shoulder injury. How do you trade that guy? How? Makes no sense. No sense whatsoever. And then Quentin Grimes no-showed the playoffs. How do you do that? McCain down the lane against Castle in the paint, kicks it out to J. Will, swings it over to Caruso, ran up that three-point line by Wemby, coming to his right in the paint, step back at the foul line, inside the Holmgren, gets fouled by Castle. And Castle, not a fan of the foul call. Jade Garner, what's up, Jade Garner? So no purple suit tonight? Well, first of all, it's blue. And no, as long as the Knicks aren't playing, we aren't wearing our winning suit. Kennard said, nah, logo is logo. SGA up top, dancing with his right, throws a bullet pass over to Holmgren in the corner. Pump fakes, good defense from Vassell. Jab step, swings through to his right, in the post, ball knocked out of his hands. Vassell knocks it loose, Harper picks it up, they're off and running. Harper in the paint, kicks it over to Keldon Johnson, driving it down in the lane, layup. Got it to go down for Keldon Johnson. It's a 15-point game. By the way, Champagne had the N1. He did knock down the free throw, which I forgot to credit. And then there's the layup from Keldon Johnson on the break. It's a 15-point game. If you have this around 10 or under 10 going into the fourth quarter, it's a decent place to be in. SGA, step back jumper, can't get it to go, and a loose ball foul, and Victor Wembanyama pushed it off on J. Will. So the ball will stay here with the Thunder. You know, that shit kind of Perry one's going to be on. Man. I'm going to have to mess with the color correction on the camera. Chet Holmgren, left wing three, throws up an air ball, out of bounds. 15-point game. Great opportunity here for the Spurs to start to build a little bit of momentum. Here comes Castle, gets it over to Wemby. Wemby being very aggressive, putting the ball on the floor, attacking, kicks it out, bullet pass, Keldon Johnson, wide open right corner three. He knocks it down. And we got a 12-point game. There you go. And back into it. Now, can you get over the hump? You guys know the four layers of a comeback. As Caruso driving it down in the paint. They win for the steal. They lob it up top. Holmgren catches, comes down with it, goes back up, and gets the layup to go over Victor Wembanyama. You know the 4 layers of a comeback, guys. Get it to single digits. Get it to a single possession. Eventually take the lead, and then obviously hold on and win the game at the end. Harper, left wing three, way off. Keldon Johnson comes flying in for the off-the rebound. Steph Castle, logo three. That one will count. It counts. Steph Castle, a deep straightaway three. Counted as the logo three. We'll fill it in a second. Caruso gets it up top to Holmgren. Holmgren hands it off to SGA. And a foul on Keldon Johnson pushing off on Chet Holmgren. And that's just a bad foul. A lot of really ticky-tack fouls for sure. But this is just frustration boiling over from the Spurs. He just clearly clears out, shoves Chet Holmgren to the ground. It's a bad foul from Keldon Johnson. Fill in the logo. Logo 3, baby. And where did the bingo card go? SGA has it up top, being guarded by Vassell. SGA isolating with it, coming to his right, over in the corner to J-Wo. He's going to pump fake, ran off that three-point line, gets blocked on the floater attempt. Wemby with the rebound, over to Castle, pushing the pace. Castle in the corner, Vassell wide open right corner. He's been off all night, but he gets that one to go. We got an 8-point game, y'all. We've got an 8-point game. What did I tell you about the comeback? 20 points with 9 minutes to go in the third. Guys, that is not insurmountable at all. We know this. We watch basketball. We know this. Bring the bingo card back. Single digits, Mike. Single digits. They got to the first layer. They got to the first layer. Got to get it to a single possession. Man said UConn Castle was different. I mean, NBA Castle's different. Mike Hurst said, now they need some more stops. Stops and scores is the name of the game, right? Scoring the ball isn't enough if you're allowing them to score in the other end. You can't trade baskets. And getting stops doesn't really mean much if you can't compound it by putting points on the board. Uncle Mel to Uncle Mel. McCain got 10 points. Does he have 10 points? Jaron McCain up to 11, 5% from the field. He started the hoop. We have McCain for, is it 10 points up here or 12? We have Jaron McCain. Where are you, McCain? Where are you, McCain? Boom, 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 boom. McCain, 10 points. There it is, baby. There it is on the bingo card. Thank you, Uncle Mel. Starting to fill in our bingo card. Starting to fill them in. I love that part of the game where things start to get filled in, man. I really do. For some reason, it's so satisfying to fill things in. It feels good. Mark, don't call it a comeback. It's only 8. It's only 8. But now we got a basketball game again. King Free said, I want a double overtime. By the way, the fouls are stacking up here for both sides. Castle with 3. Johnson with 3. Johnson is not as big of a deal because he comes off the bench. Wemby with 2. Vassell hasn't picked up 1. Harper has 1. Over on the Thunder side, SGA with 3, which could come into play at some point here. J-Bo with 2, Caruso with 2, Wallace with 2. McCain hasn't picked up a foul because he's not much of a defender. But let's take a look real quick because I do believe that Chet Holmgren has either 3 or 4 fouls. Was that his 4th foul previously, which is part of the reason why he subbed out. Harnstein with 2 fouls. Holmgren with only 3 fouls. Okay, so nobody with more than 3 so far. Shane Penny has 4. Yes, Amy, thank you for that. Shane Penny does have 4. Keenar said double overtime would be fire, especially with a Wemby Master Blaster to win it. Listen, it's not a coincidence that Wembanyama far more aggressive here in this third quarter, and it's not always just shooting the ball. But if the offense is running through you, like I said, it forces the Thunder to pay attention. It forces them to communicate more. It opens up the opportunity for their defense to break down and their miscommunication for their communication to fall apart, or for them to miscommunicate something, or for them to just forget something, or forget to communicate a certain action, and leads to wide open shots like Vassell just had for the open three. You need the ball in Wemby's hands just to force the Thunder to have to communicate defensively. The same way the ball's in SGA's hands, forcing the Spurs to communicate, and it's causing defensive breakdowns. D said, Wallace, I need one more board and we're cashing out. Bruce Fallis said, Jeffy is right. Wemby asked for the smoke from the entire league. Now it's time to dance. Yeah. Absolutely. Jason said, at least we got a game. Thank goodness. Yeah. It was threatening. It's threatening to explode there, but we're not all the way back yet. We got an 8-point game. Caruso bringing it down. Caruso picks up his handle, gets it over to Harnstein. Harnstein up top, gets it out to SGA. SGA swings through to his left. Coming off a Harnstein screen, crossing back over to his right, crossing back over to his left, step back, foul line, kicks it out. Caruso wide open right corner three. Caruso can't get it to go. Battle for the rebound, knock loose. Harnstein able to pick it up. Inside the Caruso, bring it back out with Wemby standing in the paint. Over to Wallace, back to Caruso, back up top to SGA. Coming to his left off the Caruso screen. Pulls it back, kicks it out. Caruso, the straightaway three over Wemby. Got it to go this time from Alex Caruso. You got to snag these rebounds. Wembanyama getting beat on the boards by Harnstein there. You got to snag the rebound. Wemby, you only got 2 here tonight. Not good enough. Castle coming to his right, dancing around the Wemby screen, over to Harper. Harper behind the back, coming to his right, under the rim, hop step in the lane, kicks out to Wemby. Extra pass to Vassell, left wing three, just hit one, misses that one there, chases down his own offensive rebound, saves it out to Wembanyama. Wembanyama over to Castle. Castle up top being guarded by Kayson Wallace. Directing traffic, they get it out to Wemby. He's going to catch and fire it. No hesitation there. In and out, can't get it to go. Harnstein comes flying in for the rebound. Over to McCain, pushing it the other way. We got an 11-point game. Hit ahead to Wallace, coming to his right. Back over to Caruso. Caruso in the corner. Back out to Harnstein. Swings through to his left, attacking the rim. Kicks it out. Caruso, another open three. Can't get that one to go. Dylan Harper, the rebound. We're pushing the other way. Harper, putting his head down, attacking. Has it on the left wing. Leaves it off of Wembanyama as the trailer. Picked up by Kayson Wallace. Half spin over in the corner to Johnson. Johnson pulls it back out, trying to get it to Wemby. He's going to put his head down, attack in the paint, gets tripped up, and that's a foul on Harnstein. That's his third. Foul starting to stack up here for both sides, but the Thunder, very important players with fouls here. Harnstein with now 3, SGA with 3, Holmgren with 3. Christian Blaze said, Wemby has 3 blocks? At halftime, we looked at it. I think he only had the 1 at halftime. Did he pick up 2 blocks already here? He does have the 3 blocks. Yes, sir. I love it. Thank you, Christian. We'll fill it in 1 second. Fox is back in. I think Fox has been miserable tonight. I don't know about this. But they do bring Wemby out, so they need Fox to create something. He stops, turns on a dime, and knocks down the little fall-away jumper. There you go, De'Aaron Fox. Get back into it. This is why you trust your all-stars. I know he's hampered with the ankle injuries, but he's going to have to give him something. SGA bumped down the lane, floater, as he left it off to Harnstein. Harnstein misses it off the back of the rim, but the rebound careens right back to him. They kick it out. Kendrick Williams, a straightaway 3, and he gets it to go down. These offensive rebounds are killing the Thunder here. Are killing the Spurs here. These offensive rebounds from the Thunder. Fox has it up top, being guarded by Caruso, coming to his left off the Johnson screen. They get over to Johnson. Bowling ball down the lane, throws up the floater, throws up an air ball. And that is a travel as he grabbed his own air ball rebound. And that could be filled in on the bingo card as well. We could fill that in, and then any player with 3 blocks, we could fill that in. And the Thunder will bring the ball down the other way. And Kayson Wallace up top to Harnstein, hands it off to SGA. Coming to his left, SGA being guarded by Dylan Harper. A little over 3 minutes to go here. SGA up top, being guarded by Harper. Drop step in the lane, gets caught in the air, tries to leave it off for Harnstein, and he turns it over yet again. A little over 3 minutes to go here. It's a 12-point lead for the Thunder. Spurs bringing it down again. If you can get this to around 10 and hopefully under 10 going into the fourth quarter, you got to feel pretty decent about that as Harper throws up the air ball. Harnstein the rebound. And now here comes Caruso pushing the pace. Cross-court pass to Wallace in the left corner. Back up top to SGA. SGA jab step coming to his left. Now keeps it up top, being guarded by Champagnie. Crosses over to his left. Puts up the little fall-away jumper. Or is it a pass? It's a pass. Gets knocked out of bounds by the Spurs. Hartenstein telling SGA, just shoot that thing. I'm battling for the rebound. Don't pass it to me. Nick Yak. What's up, Yak? 17 minutes left. We've seen 42 free throws. Brothers won't let this game breathe. No, he won't. No, he won't. I agree. Chet Holmgren subs back in. He's got the 3 fouls, like we said. 2:40 to go here. Case on Wallace. Gets it into Hartenstein. Hartenstein gets it out to SGA. SGA up top, being guarded by Harper. Step back, mid-range fall away. His spot, can't get it to go off the back of the rim. Fox skies for the rebound. He's bringing it down the other way. Fox crosses over against Wallace, driving it down to his right. Mid-range pull-up jumper again. Got it to go down for De'Aaron Fox. He's got to keep chipping away at it. Again, 10 or under is what you want to see. And Fox backpedals his way back down, wincing a little bit. You got to think those ankles are bothering him, man. That's a tough thing to play through. SGA up top, being guarded by Harper. Drop step in the lane, in the air, leaves it up Hartenstein. Baseline floater, got it to go. He is automatic with those floaters. 95-83. Hit ahead to Dylan Harper. Jab step, cross the lane, over to Vassell. Right wing three, no hesitation. Got it to go, and the foul for Devin Vassell. Gets it to a 9-point game. The free throw can get it to an 8-point game. And we could possibly have the 4-point play here, but it comes down to knocking down the free throw, of course. Doesn't count as a 4-point play unless you get all 4 points. Young Shiner, what's up, Young Shiner? 3 back in action, out now on all platforms. Shout out to you, brother. Bruce Fowler said 15-1 Yankees. I think the Knicks game broke out. He misses the free throw. I had a feeling. So close to the 4-point play. Come on, man. We're under 2 to go. SGA falls to the ground. They call the foul in Castle. SGA and the Thunder are in the bonus, so that's 2 free throws for them. Jaden said, bingo was a lock if that went down. 4-point play. Chet 15. Ooh, yeah, Chet with 14 points. Oh, man, Vassell messed up the bingo. We need Wemby for 30, which is always on the table. He can go crazy in the fourth quarter here. Fox now up to 6. 15 is not looking great. Harper for 15. He's got 5 now looking great. SGA for 30. He's looking solid. Knocks down the first free throw. He's got another one coming. Does knock down the second free throw. Okay, so SGA with 25 points, 26 points, something like that. 150 to go. They hand it off to Champagnie up top. In and out move, coming to his right, steps behind the 3-point line, crossing over to his left in the lane. Hop step goes up against Holmgren. Got the layup to go. Champagnie going 1-on-1 against Chet Holmgren and scoring on him over and over again. Why is my score so off? What did I miss? Did I miss giving him the 3? And then the layup there? So it's 88-96. I gave 1 point to the wrong side, I guess? What am I doing? Did SGA miss a free throw? I think SGA missed a free throw. It's 88-96. It's an 8-point ball game. What am I missing? My bad, guys. My bad. Score was way off there. 4 night clips at a lot of time left. SGA up top. Being guarded by Harper. Coming to his right. Pulls it out. Being guarded by Champagnie. Crosses over to his right. Down the lane. Switches to the left hand. Can't get it to go. And he is fouled. Going to the foul line for 2. Got smacked in the face going to the basket. Gobo for eternity. What's up, Gobo? Do that thing where you say anything could happen and the sparkle happens in our eyes. I said it already. It was a 20-point game. I said the game's not over yet. It was 9 minutes to go in the third quarter. Plenty of time to make this comeback. Again, as SGA knocks down the first free throw, he's got another one coming. The goal just a couple of minutes ago was for this to be 10 and hopefully under 10 going into the fourth quarter. It's 9 right now. As SGA hit the first free throw, he's got another one coming. Jay Hammerson score update, 88-97. 88-98 as SGA knocks down both free throws. He's got 27 points. It's on the verge of his 30 ball, which obviously greatly benefits our bingo card. Fox up top, crosses over to his right. Holmgren switches on to him. Fox telling everybody to clear out. He's going to look to go one-on-one. Fox, quick crossover to his left, pulls it back, step back, crossover to his left again, down the lane, lefty layup. Can't get it to go off glass. Case on Wallace knocks it off the rim. Out to Vassell, though. Can't get it to go down. And then loose ball, and they call the foul on Luke Cornett, who has been absolutely horrendous throughout this series, man. He has been dang near unplayable. I'd probably even think about possibly... Wow. That is definitely should have been a goaltend on Case on Wallace as Luke Cornett looked to tip it up and in. He tipped it back on the rim, and then Case on Wallace slapped it off the rim. Terrible officiating yet again. Jay Will's at the foul line for 2 because they were in the bonus. And then Luke Cornett picked up the foul. Wemby going to the scores table for the final minute here as Jay Will misses a free throw. Ball don't lie. Luke Cornett has been disastrous. I would probably think about going to maybe even a Kelly Olynyk at this point. I know Kelly Olynyk is a terrible defender, but Luke Cornett is actively not giving you anything. Not even anything defensively, really. He's not helping you on the glass. He's not helping you anywhere. I mean, Bismack Biyombo, literally anybody but Luke Cornett at this point. Jay Will misses 2. Ball don't lie. You love to see it. The basketball gods have spoken. 52 seconds to go. Fox will bring it down. He has it up top, being guarded by Case on Wallace. Wemby back in for the final minute. It's a 10-point game, 88-98. Fox dancing with it, coming to his left, swings it over to Wemby. Wemby being guarded by Jay Will, swings through to his right, steps through down the lane, ball knocked out of his hands, out of bounds. It's off of Wembanyama. It's going to the Thunder. And the officials are now talking about it. Are they going to change the call? That's off of Holmgren. That ball was off of Holmgren. They're not going to change the call. And Mitch Johnson of the Spurs was trying to call the timeout to challenge, and the refs just didn't give it to him. And they gave it to the Spurs, and they inbounded it, so here we go. SGA up top, spinning down the lane in the paint, falls down, and they give the Spurs the foul call. And Mitch Johnson gets hit with the technical foul. Do we have tech foul up here? We do have tech foul up here. Nikki said, this is insane. The calls are insane. I got to see the replay on that SGA foul. I literally think he just tripped over his own feet. So that is a technical foul on Mitch Johnson. Kennard said, well, it's the fourth quarter. We better fire up the boiler for some more steam. SGA is going to take the technical free throw. He's going to knock it down. Nate Gax, unbelievably, how can you beat a team that gets every favorable call? They got to show us that this SGA foul. The reason they're not showing us the replay on the SGA foul, because I'm pretty sure he tripped over his own feet, and they gave this foul to the foul to the Spurs there. Steer Show said, Rebs doing what they can to cool off the Spurs. Yeah, it's a pretty rough end to this third quarter here. And then SGA gets 3 free throws to go down there. And it's back to 13 with 18 seconds to go. Final possession of the quarter. Fox has it up top, being guarded by Dort. Coming to his left off the Wemby screen. Down the lane, blows past the defense, lefty layup, gets blocked by Dort, but a foul is called, and Fox will go to the foul line for 2. And they are just handing out fouls like candy out here, man. Everything's a foul in this game. Do the refs not understand that this is a contact sport? I know there's a lot of contact, and you can, I guess, justify calling a foul in every play. Like, that's a clean block by Lou Dort. It might be a makeup call, but, if I'm Mark Dagnall, I'm challenging that. But Fox knocks down the first free throw. I mean, the officiating here tonight has been horrendous. It's been horrendous. Big exit, big difference how the quarter ended, yeah. Yeah. The officials ended this quarter, not the players, which is never how you want to feel. Never, ever. He said, well, the ref secured SGA. He does have 30. That fills in the 30 ball here. We got our bingo card's looking good. Our bingo card is looking good, actually. Filling in a lot of spots here. Do we have a double-double? We'll go through the box score in a second. We'll see if we're close to a double-double from anybody. Might not be. Wemby not grabbing any rebounds today. How many points does Wemby have? He has 14. He's going to have to go crazy into this in this fourth quarter here to get us the 30 ball, to get us the bingo. Other than that, we're not too particularly close anywhere else for bingo. Churchill said SGA 16 points from free throws. Crazy, brother, crazy. That's like an average for him. Fox misses the second free throw. Wemby had the rebound, lost it, and he gets fouled. He's going to the foul line for 2 free throws. Can get it to 10. Yeah, I said, imagine a football player going to the ground if someone slapped his hand. The league, Adam Silver's so infatuated with fixing tanking as if, like, the literal on-court product is being desecrated by these floppers. It's excessive. It's like you're never going to get it entirely out of the game. We can go back and watch Jerry West, like, accentuate some contact. It happens everywhere. But it used to be a minuscule, like maybe once or twice they do it during a game or anything like that. Oh, S. Dumar, 2 consecutive missed free throws. You're right. J-Will did it. You're right. It was such a small part of the game that it was negligible. Now it's every single play. Harper, 15 points, gets us bingo now, as Wemby knocks down both free throws, and we're back to 10. SGA, McCain bringing it down, gets to the right wing, throws up the 3, can't get it to go, and that'll be the end of the first half. End of the third quarter right there. We got 12 minutes on the clock, 101-91, made a best team win. Here we go. We got a 10-point game. Here we go. Keenar said, accentuation doesn't equal fabrication. Yeah, I mean, accentuating contact means that there's contact, whereas what a lot of the accusations on SGA and this Thunder team as a whole is falling to the ground and what Embiid does and what a lot of these guys are starting to do is just falling to the ground even though there isn't any contact. And it's bad, man. It's bad. Mark said, wow, look at that bingo card. Literally filling in so many spots here on the bingo card, and we're not particularly close to bingo in any one spot. Like Wemby for 30, but he's got 16, which is possible. He could have a 14-point quarter for sure. It's possible. We can get that. Harper for 15 is possible. He's only got 5, though, here tonight. He's 1 for 5. He could have an explosive 10-point fourth quarter here. It's possible, but it's not a great chance. Fox for 15. He's got 7. He's halfway there. He could have an explosive fourth quarter here. But then we'd also need a double-double. Let's look at the box score. I mean, he also has 8 assists, so he could get the double-double as well. Harnstein with 6 and 9. Holmgren with 14 and 7. You got to get us that double-double. Holmgren. Also, we need one more point from Holmgren. Where is he? Chet Holmgren for 15 points down here. And we were close to that 4-point play, man. Would have almost for sure guaranteed our bingo here tonight. Christian Blaze said bottom row is a lot closer than it looks. Castle, 20 points. What does Castle have tonight? He's got 19. Okay, we can assume that that's going to get filled in. Chet, 15. We can assume that gets filled in. And then Vassell just got to get hot. And I know he's got 2 threes tonight. He's 1 3 away. Okay, yeah, we're close. Close to the bottom row. We need a couple things to swing our way, but very, very close. Mark said, what a card looks like when both teams aren't blowing out the other one. Yeah, absolutely. Blowouts are difficult because you're only really getting 3 quarters of play, right? Like think about this. The bingo card's nice and filled in, but we still have 1 more quarter to play. You know, if this were a blowout, this would be the end of the bingo card. We wouldn't have much going on in the fourth quarter here. But we actually have a game. Christian Blaze, Casso and Chet need 1 more point each, and Vassell needs 1 more 3. Yeah, we're close. We're close in this bottom row. You're right. Looks a lot closer than it actually is. What about Keldon Johnson? Johnson with 11 points, so that's close to being filled in. Vassell hits the 1 more 3, and then Wallace has how many points tonight? Kason Wallace has off the bench. He's got 7. You'd have to have a big fourth quarter here to get bingo in this column here. Again, Wemby 30 ball and a double-double. Possible. Your superstars can always go off in the fourth quarter, so possible. but not super likely. We'll see. Yeah, I guess our closest is if Harper has a good end to this half here, or we hit everything in the bottom row here, which is close. Riaz with the Riaz. Every fifth flop should result in a one-game suspension. It's so easy to fix flopping in the NBA. Like, the league should just retroactively go in and start assigning flops to people. And once you hit a certain threshold, you get fined. And then if you continue to hit certain thresholds, maybe you get a game suspension or something like that. Yeah, it's not bad. Keenar said, if they ain't supinating, they pronating? What? I can't figure out supinating. What is that one supposed to be? Keenar said, just call the text. Or also, just call the text on the court. Yeah, you could also do that. They literally have a call to use, and they never use it. They would literally stop doing it if you just started calling those. Start of the fourth quarter. Castle up top, coming to his right off the Wemby screen. Cross-court pass, Champagnie, pump fakes out of the corner three. Leaves it off inside the Wemby to the rim. Lefty layup, can't get it to go. Loose ball, knocked out of bounds by Hartenstein. It's going to stay here with the Spurs. Are they actually going to say jump ball? This is really bad officiating. What do you mean you couldn't tell? It's clearly off of Hartenstein. I could see it from here. Wemby goes up with two hands like this. Hartenstein slaps at the ball like this in the direction the ball goes. Gee, I wonder who it's off of. Nick actually, how about you at least try keeping your balance? I don't need, listen, as long as the refs are going to call it, they're using it to their advantage. I get that, even though I don't like it. It's up to the league and the officials to just stop calling it. Use the flopping call. It makes no sense. It's like if they just decided. Yeah, we're not going to call charging fouls anymore. Everything's just going to be a block. Like, we'd lose our minds. We're like, what? That fundamentally changes the game. Chi-Chi said, Zebras definitely ripping the game for OKC. In plain sight is disgusting. My Knicks don't stand a chance. Spurs win the jump ball easily as Wemby wins it easily. Castle swings it out to nobody. He thought the official was his teammate. The ball goes out of bounds. McCain has it up top. Coming to his left off the Holmgren screen over to Hartenstein. Hartenstein up top. Hands it off to Wallace. Coming to his left down the lane. Step back. Wallace over to Hartenstein. The floater over Wemby. Got it to go for Isaiah Hartenstein. He does not miss these floaters, man. Missed opportunity for the Spurs. Queen, what's up, Queen? Fox coming to his left off the Wemby screen. Kicks out the Wemby. Pick and pop straight away three. He's open. He misses it off the back of the rim. Hartenstein the rebound. I don't have this up for you guys. Hartenstein with 8 points and 11 rebounds. All right, give us one more floater, Hartenstein. I'll take that. They get over to McCain. Left wing three off the handoff. Comes up short. Rebound careened into the air. Hartenstein picks it up yet again. They kick it out to Caruso. Caruso up top. We're under him past the first minute here. Steal from Vassell. Hit ahead to Castle down the lane. Layup got it to go. And here come the Thunder bringing it down the other way. It's 10. They haven't gotten under 8 yet. 8 is as close as they've been since they went down 20. And then McCain almost throws it away. Hartenstein able to save it, though. Hartenstein up top attacking Wemby off the bounce. Slips and falls to the ground. Tries to save it over to Holmgren. It's a turnover. It's a 5-on-4 as Hartenstein hit the ground. And then Champagnie throws it away, trying to throw it to Wemby, who wasn't even looking for the ball. First of all, Wemby looked for the ball, but Champagnie, you can't throw that pass to somebody who's not looking for you. And then they get it down low to Hartenstein for a dunk, which, by the way, gives us the double-double. Really bad pass from Champagnie. Here comes Castle coming to his right, has a lane, kicks out to Champagnie, got to make up for it, but he comes up short on the three, rebound to Holmgren. Holmgren gets it over to McCain. McCain will bring it down. McCain has it up top, gets it over to Hartenstein. Hartenstein directing traffic, being guarded by Wembanyama, spins to his left, lobs it down low to Holmgren. Holmgren has it and gets fouled by Castle. And Castle is palms up in the air, and he's like, I got to see this foul on Castle, man. Hartenstein with the double-double, by the way. He's got 10 and 11 here tonight. The double-double, how much does that? I mean, we got to get a Wemby 30 ball to get the Or failed challenge. Or a failed challenge. Double-double does help us. Filling in an important spot here in the bingo card. Right there. So Wemby 30 ball or the failed challenge gives us bingo. The Thunder turn it away. Harper lobs it up. Wemby misses the lob attempt. Harper chases down the loose ball, though. I mean, so many missed opportunities for the Spurs here. They swing it out. Vassell with 3. We need it. Comes up short. I'm not even rooting for a winner. I'm rooting for my bingo card tonight because it doesn't matter to me as a Knicks fan. I'm rooting for a good game, but also for us to hit bingo here tonight. Caruso coming to his right of a screen. Pass fake, layup. Smokes the layup. Wemby with the rebound. He's bringing it down the other way. Wemby up top, picked up by Harnstein. He's going to look to drive and take it down low. Swings it out to Keldon Johnson. Right wing 3 from him. Gets blocked by Cason Wallace. Picked up by Holmgren, bringing it down the other way. Holmgren head down, attacking the rim. We need one more point from Holmgren. Gets tied up. And it's going to be a jump ball. Or a foul. Okay, fine. I'll take it. Give me the foul. Give me a free throw. We need one more point from him here. You know, I said not over, but doesn't feel right. They just don't have the energy. Yeah. I mean, they've had multiple opportunities here. The problem is they've had multiple opportunities here to build some momentum and get a couple of baskets. And when they score, they can't get the stop. And when they get the stop, they can't score. Like that last lob attempt to Wemby, like, you got to put that in the basket, man. Holmgren does knock down the first free throw. He's got another one coming, but that fills in Holmgren for 15 points. If only we would have had that 4-point play from Vassell. Vassell missing a free throw screwed us tonight. Holmgren does go 2 for 2 from the foul line. Isaac Garner says, Spurs shoot too many threes. I think they shoot a perfectly fine amount of threes. They're just not going in. They get it to Wemby, coming to his right, has it in the paint, pulls it back out, being guarded by Harnstein. Wemby crosses over to his right, throws it off the rim, can't get it, almost turns it over. Wemby knocking the rebound to himself. Can't grab it, though. Over to Wallace. Quick outlet to McCain. McCain pushing the pace. Has it on the left wing. Gets it to Holmgren in the post. Mid-post. Drop step. And a foul on Keldon Johnson. And these fouls, man. These fouls. Kennard said Spurs just feel off? I don't think the Spurs feel off to me. I think the Thunder are just the better team and they're exerting their will on this game. And for sure, oh yeah, that's a foul on Keldon Johnson. He's got a handful of jersey and he's literally tugging on the jersey. Come on, Keldon Johnson. And then you walk over there with your palms up in the air? Like, come on, man. 14-point game right now. Holmgren has it up top, being guarded by Johnson. Hands it off to McCain, coming to his right. McCain crosses over to his left. Step back, foul line, fall away. Throws up an air ball. Holmgren trying to save it. He does. Fox able to pick it up. Gets it out to Harper. Harper pushing the pace. Over to Vassell. Extra pass to Johnson. Johnson was out of bounds when he tried attacking out of the baseline. And the ball back to the Thunder. And again, opportunities here. Opportunities here that they're just throwing away. Nick Yak said OKC games really suck watching. Yeah, they're not great. They're not great. Johnson with 5 fouls, Castle with 5 fouls, Champagny with 4 fouls. Fouls stacking up here for the Spurs. SGA back in the game here to close this one out. Fox to the rim, can't get the layup to go. Wemby the offensive rebound, and he tips it up and in. Whoa. Big P said Castle has 21 points. We got to fill that one in. We need Vassell for one more 3. Here comes SGA bringing it down, pulls it back out. SGA up top being guarded by Vassell now with Castle on the bench. SGA crosses over to his left, step back, mid-range, fall away to deep mid-range, comes up short, almost an air ball, barely grazes the rim. Keldon Johnson rips the rebound away from Harnstein, and he gets it over to Fox, and Fox will bring it down. It's a 12-point game. Okay, here's your opportunity. Start to build a little bit of momentum. They leave it off for Wemby. Wemby isolating with it against Harnstein. Stops, spins, draws the foul on Isaiah Harnstein. That's 4 fouls on Harnstein, and Wemby going to the foul line for 2 free throws, 7:25 to go. Bruce Simpson. What's up, Bruce Simpson? It's Chris, by the way. What's up, Chris? Cast 21 points. Okay, let me just double check that. I believe you. I believe you. He had 19, and he scored that layup to start the quarter, and Castle does indeed have the 21 points. So that fills in Castle, and we need Vassell for one more 3 here tonight. He's 2 for 8 from 3. One more 3 for Devin Vassell for the bingo. Wemby hits the first free throw. He's got another one coming. We're going to get a Thunder timeout. So let's fill that in. This might be the most amount of spaces we have filled in on a bingo card ever without actually hitting bingo. By the way, a failed challenge will hit double bingo. Failed challenge will get the diagonal bingo as well as this row of bingo. Vassell for 3 threes will get us this row of bingo. 4-point play will get us this column. Wemby 30 ball will get us this column as well as this row. There's so many spots that'll get us bingo at this point. Harper for 15 gets us this column. My goodness. Keldon Johnson for 12 points. And Harper for 15. All right. That's not going to get us bingo, but this is really the only column that hasn't really hit yet. Christian Blake said, come on, Wemby, go on a crazy 12-0 run. I mean, he's going to be at the foul line for one more free throw, and he'll have 20 points. Can he score 10 points in 7.5 minutes? Of course he can. Zach Gardner said, Hartenstein outplayed Wemby this game. 10 points, 12 rebounds for Hartenstein, 19 and 5 for Wemby. Yeah. Hartenstein's done a fantastic job on Wembanyama, but also Wemby waited way too long in this game to exert his will on it. Really started doing that in the second half, but by then they were already down by 20. Mark said, Wemby not himself tonight? Yeah, very passive in that first half. Took 4 shots. That's not going to get it done. Like, if you want to be the true blue superstar you've been, trying to show the world that you are, you can't have 4 shots in the first half and 1 rebound. Yak said, Wemby might needs to play closer to the basket. Chevy strongly disagrees. It's not that I strongly disagree. I just think that there's value in doing both. Right? When you are a stick like Wembanyama, playing close to the basket's going to sink your legs. It's not the same game it used to be, Yak. And when you have a perimeter game like Wemby, you also want him out on the perimeter to draw the bigs out. You got to be able to do both. It's not one or the other. It's both. Jerson said, near every square, but the bingo square. So many things getting filled in on the bingo card, except for the one we need. Jay Garner said, that's what I was saying, Chevy. Wemby got to be aggressive the whole series for them to win. Yeah. I mean, you're in the conference finals. You're not going to win a playoff series with a superstar not playing like a superstar every night. Michael Mack said, I asked for a James Harden performance, and I got one from San Antonio. Nah, this isn't a James Harden performance at all. They're actually trying to win. Freeway Hustler said, I just hope it goes 7. I hope it goes 7 too. Just give us more basketball to watch before we go to the finals. Corey Skeet said, Vassell 3 is a double bingo. Yep. No, it's not. Vassell 3 just gets us the bingo in this row here, but we don't have the diagonal, and that's the only other way Vassell 3 threes gets us the other bingo. We need Fox for 15 points. Fung Pei said, can you speak more to how profiting from foul merchantry has kept OKC in the playoffs? I mean, it kind of speaks for itself, right? When the best team in the league also gets the benefit of every whistle, it becomes dang near impossible to stop them. Wembanyama, back out of the timeout, knocks down the free throw. Why did they give him 2 points? Why did they give them 2 points? Am I missing something? Just went from 95 to 97 off the made free throw from Wemby. I'll just match what they have up on the screen, I guess, for now. SGA, the step back, baseline jumper comes up short, rebounded by Harper. Tries to throw the outlet to Fox. It was a bad pass, but Fox's speed able to chase down the bad pass. Fox in the lane, low follow-away jumper. Got to go for De'Aaron Fox. And Fox is now up to 9 points and 8 assists. Okay, we need Fox for 15 and Vassell 1-3. And we can get the double bingo. AP with a very generous super chat. Appreciate you, AP. We'll read it in a second. It's an 8-point game. It's been at 8 before. They can't get any closer than 8. They got to get another stop. SGA inside pass to Hartenstein, turns, flips it up at the rim, gets it to go down yet again. Keldon Johnson was there, but just too small to defend that Hartenstein flip shot along the baseline. And Back to 10 it goes. Fox has it up top, being guarded by Caruso. Fox gets it over to Vassell, coming to his right, down the lane, switches to the lefty layup, can't get it to go down. Got a little too over fancy there for Devin Vassell. Went up with two hands and then switched over to the left hand, scoop layup. And on the other end, the Spurs don't hustle back. Vassell doesn't hustle back on defense. McCain and the Thunder rush it down the other end as McCain knocks down the right wing three. And it's a 13-point lead for the Thunder here. Spurs fading a bit. We're at the halfway point or approaching the halfway point. 6:11 to go. Timer keep ticking down. Let's sync it up. Queen said, how many assists for Hartenstein? 4 assists for Hartenstein. He's got 12, 12, and 4 for Isaiah Hartenstein. And I'm really upset that we don't have Bingo. Really upset. Wemby with the 20 points. Wemby, we need a 10.6-minute run here, brother. Rose, 10 more for Wemby. 10 more for Wemby. And that gets us a double bingo. There's so many spots to get us double bingo. So many spots. Confidence that that bingo card's looking crazy. It might be the most amount of spots we've ever filled in without actually hitting bingo. Which might be the sign of one of the greatest bingo cards I've ever created. It's also a sign of a pretty dang good game. Keenar said, start the conversation about this OKC officiating before the series. Yeah. Corey Skeet said, if Vassell was on fire and hit his threes, they'd be up 123, 112. I mean, if he shot like his average, he's 2 for 8 from three-point range. Even if he was 3 for 8, let's not even say 4 for 8 for 50%. Let's say if he was 3 for 8, that's 3 more points. It's only a 10-point game. Confidence that definitely deserves the bingo Hall of Fame nomination. This is a good one. This is a good bingo card. Amy said you can still hit 3 more spots and not get bingo. Yeah, we can get Fox for 15. We can get Johnson for 12. And we can get Waller for 15, yeah. We can get these 3 player props here and still not hit bingo. McCain is how many points, by the way? Jared McCain up to 14 points tonight. This is why he was in the starting lineup, guys. They needed another creator offensively. And while he isn't the greatest offensive creator, he's good enough alongside of SGA to take some of the pressure off of him. Just that's at 60 foul shots. Has it been 60? It was 39 at halftime. 39 foul shots at halftime. It's crazy. Free throws, 24-48 for the Spurs. 24-28 from the Spurs. 28-32 for the Thunder. My goodness. 60 free throw attempts tonight. 60. 60, guys. We are sitting through 60 free throw attempts. Keenan R said, I'm not a Fox guy. If I'm San Antonio, all I need is for him to bring up the ball and distribute. I mean, yeah. You also kind of need him to self-create a little bit too, and they don't have that with his ankle injuries right now. Villanette TV said Wemby played lazy tonight. He didn't play lazy. He played tired. And at this point, you can't be tired. You got to be the superstar on your team. You can't be tired. I'm sorry. Even when you are tired, you can't be tired. He didn't play lazy. He played tired. It's a difference. Lazy is a decision. Tired is a state of being. They kick it out. Keldon Johnson, right corner 3. He misses it. Rebounded by Kason Wallace. Here comes McCain. I'd put the 3 guards out there. I'd put Fox, Harper, and Castle out there, along with Wemby and Johnson and Champagnie. Or Vassell, somebody. Dylan Harper, the rebound off the missed step back jumper from SGA. Champagnie over to Johnson, putting his head down in the lane. Floater off glass, got it to go down for Keldon Johnson. 5:30 to go here. Isaac Gardner said, lazy is James Harden? Yeah. Keenar said, Wemby look sloppy, not lazy? Yeah, not lazy at all. McCain has it up top, being guarded by Harper. Gets it over to SGA. SGA coming to his left off the Harnstein screen. Thinking it back to his right hand in the lane, kicks it out to Caruso, right corner three, well contested. It doesn't matter, contested or not, Alex Caruso knocking down them threes, man. What is that, his 4th made three here tonight, 4-5? This man refuses to miss. He's up to 20 points tonight yet again. Dylan Harper on the right wing. He's going to attack Cason Wallace. Spins back to his left at the lane. Kicks it out. Keldon Johnson, the left corner three. Comes up short. Can't get the second bounce to drop down. Rebounded by Harnstein. Here comes SGA with a 14-point lead and 4.5 to go. Time winding down on the Spurs here. SGA in the mid-range. Kicks it up top. McCain, a deep logo three. Can't get it to go. Wemby the rebound. Over to Champagne. They're pushing the pace. Over to Johnson. I know why you have Johnson in here, but I wouldn't have Johnson in here right now. They get over to Wemby. Wemby the deep logo three. Wemby misses it. Tip by Johnson, can't get it. Second tip does go in. I get why you have Johnson in there, but you are not going to kill him with twos. Johnson with 15 points tonight, though. Is that Johnson 15 points? Yeah, Johnson's been at it. We got to fill in the Johnson spot. SGA has it in the mid-range. Sees two defenders. Kicks it out to McCain. McCain gets it over to Caruso. Caruso being guarded by Johnson. I guess that's why they have him in. Caruso, rhythm dribble pull up three. Way too strong. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Champagne. Champagne will bring it down. Gets it over to Castle. Castle putting his head down. He's going to attack SGA. Just bullying his way down the paint. Throws it up at the rim. Can't get it to go down. I didn't even get to my guy. Appreciate you, Michael Mack, for your generosity, brother. I didn't even get to my guy. Step back three for SGA. Can't get it to go. My guy, AP, I'm going to get to your super chat, brother. McCain off the offensive rebound. He got it to go, and consider that a dagger. 3:42 to go. McCain with 17 tonight. 7 for 16 from the floor. That's why he's in the starting lineup. Appreciate you, Michael Mack, for your generosity. Let me throw my guy AP back up here. Let me read the super chat. Appreciate you, brother. He said, Knicks are going to have to have their free throw game tight. SGA has 17 free throws. He lives at the line. Michael Jordan didn't even get that. I think he did. He got it a couple of times. The problem with SGA is that he gets it every night. You're right about that. And I don't know if we've ever seen a guy get it every night the way SGA does. John the Gray, what's up, John? This game doesn't matter. Whoever loses tonight ain't losing the next game. 7-game series, fingers crossed. I mean, yeah, fingers crossed, brother. This game absolutely matters. Winner of game 5, when the series is tied 2 games apiece, goes on to win it 80% of the time. Goes on to win the series 80% of the time. Kinar said, tired legs plus corrupt officials equals an OKC win. I don't know how Tony Brothers gets assigned so many high-leverage playoff games, but man, has it been a rough game to watch here tonight. I mean, Wemby has 12 free throw attempts. SGA with 17 free throw attempts. Caruso off the bench has 6 free throw attempts. He also knocked down 4 threes tonight. My goodness, Alex Caruso for 20 points. Total free throws, 32 total free throws for them. SGA's taken more than half. 28 free throws for the Spurs. Wemby with 12 of them. 12 for 12 from the foul line, by the way. But Wemby hasn't scored in 3 minutes of game action. Has he even taken a shot? Yeah, he took the 3, I think, and that was it. Joseph said Game 7 is possible still? Of course it's possible. But even if they do force a Game 7, it's in Oklahoma City. They get it over to Vassell, hands it off to Castle, back up top to Fox. Again, they have that starting unit back out there to end this out. 3:30 to go. Vassell catches and fires from 3. We need it. Misses it off the front of the rim. Vassell, keep heaving him up there, though, brother. Keep heaving him up there. I mean, at this point, I'm looking for our bingo card more than anything. We also have Johnson for 12 points. We got to fill that in. Perfect. Get out Caruso. Back up top to SGA. They're going to wind down as much time as possible. 10 on the shot clock. SGA swings it over to McCain. Driving to his right down the lane. High layup. Can't get it to go. Wemby knocks the rebound away from Harnstein. Over to Fox, and Fox will bring it down. Fox pushing the pace in the corner. Castle, right corner 3. Got it to go. Appreciate you, Castle, but we don't need your player props anymore. Swing that thing over to Vassell. Billionaire TV said, Wemby too young to be tired. You've never been 18 years old and been tired in your life. Do you think only old people get tired? That doesn't even make sense, brother. That doesn't even make sense. SGA has it up top, sweeps through to his right down the lane in the paint, steps through layup, gets the layup to go. Beautiful drive and finish from SGA. Kick it up top to Fox. Fox, rhythm dribble, pull up 3. Can't get the 3 to go. 14-point game. Little over 2 minutes to go. Come on, timer. Catch up. And a loose ball foul, and the Spurs pushing Harnstein, going for the rebound. Cason Wallace missed the corner 3. And San Antonio's waving the white flag. Don't take my guy Vassell out. My guy Vassell is out. Guys, Vassell is subbed out. How do we not get bingo tonight, guys? Guys, how did we not get bingo? How did we not get bingo? Is there any other way we can get bingo? A kick ball on the Spurs there. Is there anything the Thunder can do to get us bingo? Guys, I'm literally at a loss for words. We can get a failed challenge, but why would either team challenge at this point? Thurston said I'm as baffled as you. Is there anything we can do to get bingo? There's not. We literally hit every basketball prop we can get. A goal tank, a shot clock violation, a travel. We literally hit everything, a jump ball. We hit all of the regular, double-double, tech foul. We literally hit all of the regular basketball props that we have in our bingo cards. As Caruso's at the foul line for 2, he knocks down the first one. Except for the 4-point play, which we would have gotten if Vassell had just hit a free throw. Vassell screwed us twice tonight. He screwed us twice tonight. Vassell with the missed threes. Devin Vassell 2 for 9 from 3 tonight. We needed him for 3 threes. As well as missing the free throw that would have given him the 4-point play. We would have had bingo 3 times if Vassell had just been halfway decent here tonight. I can't believe we didn't hit bingo. I don't care about the game. You know, it doesn't matter who wins or loses or whatever, you know. I can't believe we're not going to hit bingo. T in the morning said OKC games never gives us bingos. I mean, it's not even OKC that let us down. It's the Spurs. The Spurs let us down. The Spurs let us down. Vassell let us down. 4-point play. The 3 threes. Harper for 15 could have given us bingo. Fox for 15 could have given us bingo. Fox ends his night with 9. Adani said this is a 6-game series. I said before the series started, Thunder in 6. But these injuries for sure. Might make it a little more spicy. Abigail, what's up, Abigail? Moman, what's up, Moman? Unnecessary by Pumley? Very unnecessary. Yeah, that's gonna wrap it up because we're not. There's nobody left on the court to give us a possible bingo. That's gonna be it. Keno R said, Plumlee still playing? Plumlee is still playing. It is 108 to 123. That's gonna wrap it up. I'm so disappointed. Literally ruined my night. It literally ruined my night, guys. I can't believe it. 1:30 to go. My goodness. AB said 17 free throws is insane. It's a lot of free throws. Thunder throw there, guys, over at the scores table, and that's going to wrap this one up. So we're also going to wrap it up here. Abigail said, summer here, Chevy, terrible weather. It was hot today. We are on the precipice of summer, for sure. Starting to feel that way. Kennard said, officials ruined the night, to be honest. Yeah, way too many fouls. Right? Confidence said, what a bad game. I don't think it was a bad game. You could call it a bad game. I disagree a little bit with... I disagree with it. I know the free throws feel like it ruined the game. It had some still entertaining spots. But, you know, if I wasn't commentating the game, I'd definitely be looking at my phone. Like, I'd be doing something else, or I'd be on the laptop while the game was on in the background, and I'd look up whenever there was some good NBA action. But there was a lot of free throws, man. They took like 30 free throws apiece in Game 3. Yeah, I didn't get to watch Game 3, obviously, because it was at the party. We didn't get to stream that one, but I did hear there was a ton of free throws in that one as well. I wonder who the officials of that one. I wouldn't be surprised if we look at the officials for Game 3 and it wasn't Tony Brothers. As a matter of fact, now I'm kind of interested. Who are the officials in Game 3? So Game 3, Sunday was Game 4. Friday was Game 3. Check the game cast for this one. Brothers, don't tell me Game 3. No, Game 3 was Courtney Kirkland, Brent Barnaky, and Mark Davis. It's an every night thing with this Thunder team, man. If the officials are going to call all the little ticky-tack fouls and fall for the flops, they're dang near unbeatable. If they're going to allow you to play physical basketball, Space Ghost said the last game was terrible with Scott Foster. It wasn't Scott Foster, though, brother. Oh, Game 4? Game 4 was fine. They allowed a lot of physicality. Of course, there's always going to be fouls we don't agree with. But I thought Game 4 was fine. Game 3 I didn't watch, so I can't speak for it per se, but I've heard people complain about it. Way too many fouls. And then here tonight, way too many fouls. Final score is going to end up being 112-127. So we can fill that in right there, fill that in right there, and that's going to end it. Great patience was a great patience. Unfortunate. Very apt. Very apt name, brother. Space Ghost said, Scott Foster is a known extender. It's just a joke, brother. It's just a joke. For the memes. Kenar said, craptastic officiating and flopping. I didn't even think the flopping was what was annoying tonight. It's the officiating. It's rewarding the guys falling over with very minimal contact. Space Ghost said he had over 100 phone calls with Tim years ago when he got caught. He did. We've talked about it, brother. That was not just years ago. It was 2 decades ago at this point, brother. If he was still doing it, he wouldn't be in the league. He got caught. Donahue was the fall guy, and everything moved forward. Captain Mass said, "Your next live on the 3rd?" No, Captain. No, Captain. We have Game 6 to go through now. Thunder up 3 games to do. The next game, obviously no game tomorrow because the Knicks wrapped up their series. But the next game will be on Thursday. It's no game tomorrow, but we'll be back on Thursday. We are past the every single night stage. We're done. That also hit me. Where now there's going to be actual free time to work on a couple of things for the stream, for myself, maybe catch up on some sleep. Right? But Thunder Spurs, 8:30 Thursday night. Game 6, possible closeout game. We might figure out that our matchup will be against the Thunder. We will see. But that's going to wrap us up right there. As always, shout out all the channel members, whether you're gifted a membership or you decide to become a member all on your own. I appreciate you guys nonetheless, as always. And shout out all of the people who contributed to the Super Chat function here tonight. Very grateful for all of your support and generosity all the time. Give them another shout out before we sign off here. We're going to start with AP. Started us off earlier in the night. Appreciate you, AP. Freeway Hustler, Kinahara, AP again, and then Michael Mack. As always, appreciate you guys for your generosity. Jason said, sad for no bingo. I can't believe we didn't hit bingo. We literally almost hit every single possible spot without getting bingo, man. Can't believe that. Can't believe it. Tammy, what's up, Tammy? Appreciate you. Captain Mast, Amy Machua, appreciate you guys. So we'll be back on Thursday. Of course, as always, 8:30 start time, so we'll be live at 8:15, 15 minutes before the advertised tip-off time, as always. But until then, I appreciate you guys. Remember, brush your teeth for bed. Stay hydrated, and I'll catch you on the next one. Good night, everybody. Bye.